place a roll, do they still get to add modifiers to it?
Yes.
Or is it just the total is 11?
They get to add their modifiers. The base roll has been changed.
Okay.
Alright.
Interesting.
I think you need to determine that before the outcall is called.
Yes.
The outcome is called. Okay. So, starting off the top of the round, the room is pretty well read. The gentleman who is holding the sword above his head to kill Lorenzo, he looks up and he sees what's before him. And it looks like he's kind of staying his blade. You get the idea that had he went to kill this guy, he probably would have done it by now. Like, he just was saying, oh shit, kill. So, you see there's a hesitation in him, but you do know that Lorenzo is in a very vulnerable position. Not too far from him, go ahead and drop your guys up here. Your door is basically in this area, so go ahead and drop your mighty new figure here. Just a quick detail of the room. It's about, let's say about like a 40 by 40 room. Mm-hmm. The carpet has been rolled up, and in the back corner over here, there is some furniture pushed up against a wall. It's right near the door, and the furniture is stacked. It could easily be unstacked, or whatever it is you want to do with it. But that is there. There are sconces on the wall. You gotta have a couple candles lit. There's really no windows in here right now. It isn't a ship. This used to be a cargo ship, so it's really surrounded by wood. You're kind of catching a good amount of heat from just everyone being here, just the tension of the moment. But that sound of that whirling wind coming from this area now, where the dwarf in Saywin is, which would be 6 here, is kind of filling the room with noise. So at the top of the round, a tribute, you're going to start off.
Good question. Does Lestel know good guys from bad guys?
Lestel is very intelligent. He knows, and he was actually just attacked.
Okay.
Yes. So we are presumably trying to save Saywin and Lorenzo.
Our tribute, you're up first. Longsword and shield in hand.
So I'm going to address Captain Ana first. Yeah, I'm going to address Captain Ana. I'm going to call out, your wrath is misplaced. You're angry at Cass for the dishonor she laid on you, and you're putting the blame on this whore. And I'm going to kind of like gesture at Lorenzo like I don't care that he's on the ground. If you think that killing him is going to hurt Cass, then I think you've got another thing coming. If you're looking to hurt her, turn your attention to me. I killed 2 of your men back on the hill, and I'll certainly kill more now. How many of your men have you lost on this revenge fantasy already? Fight me. And I'm also gonna... Those last 2 words are going to be compelled duel for the guy who's standing above Lorenzo.
Okay, what does he have to do?
He has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Compelled duel, that's cool.
Yes.
Alright, that is going to be a 6 at base. He doesn't have enough.
Nope. So he has disadvantage on any attack roll he makes on a creature that is not me.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, because I believe that's an action.
Yes, I think so.
That was so sassy of him.
Although I would kind of like to try and throw like a persuasion with that whole kind of speech, because I am trying to rile
Roll
her
intimidation.
up.
Roll intimidation.
Intimidation. I'm not proficient in that one, though. 15 plus 3 is 18.
Okay. Alright. With that, Captain Ana, she is going to look over in your direction, and let me roll a quick something for her. Alright. She's going to look over to you, and she's going to say, please, this isn't about your little friend, or what petty relationship is between her and, as you had said, this worthless whore on the ground. Whether he lives or dies is just kind of publicity now. I'm here to make a name for myself. I don't know how it's going over at the bar now, but I trust my men, and I trust they'll do their work. And when it's been found that the great orc of the shipwrecked was killed by my men, and whatever this thing is, this proprietor of bodies was also killed by my hand, my name will be legend on Yondir. I will kill you. but at least you have the honor of dying by the hand of a legend. And she isn't even going to use her turn to approach you.
Cool.
That is going to go to Lestel.
Should I move her? How
Okay.
close is she?
No, she doesn't even move.
Oh, she doesn't. I
Nope.
see.
What do you mean she doesn't even move?
She doesn't even move. She takes her turn to say that, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
all
thought
she-
you said to approach.
Nope,
Like,
she
is
doesn't
it-
even do that.
Okay.
It's ballsy.
Nobody has attacked yet? Also, trying to figure out spells, because I don't have any of the spells, like, the actual things.
Which one are you looking at?
All of them.
Oh.
So I was trying to quickly make a thing, but then it was my turn all of a sudden. True Strike, that doesn't work for other people, that just works
No,
for
it
me,
only
right?
works for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were discussing before this started. It's kind of useless for him to have. but
Yeah.
It's the principle of the thing.
Can I reserve an action?
You can hold an action. If A, then I will B.
Okay.
Bonus action.
What is it?
Compelled duel's a bonus action.
We're
That's
kind of
cool.
we're in a tight spot, so we'll run it back.
If either of the guys goes to attack the hostages,
Mhm.
I would like to cast
What will you cast?
Witch Folks. I know what that one does.
Okay. All right. So then, since that doesn't really affect what you were going to do, we'll roll back to tribute, and we'll come back to that. With that being a bonus action, what do you want to do with your action? You talked all that good shit. What do you want to do about it?
You gotta walk the walk now.
Because actually, I don't think I'm going to yet. That doesn't actually change what I would do.
Okay.
Because if I attack anyone else other than this guy that I cast Compelled Duel on, it'll end as well. So
I
I'm
see.
trying to compel him to fight me. I'm also I'm just going to stand here and let them kind of crash upon me for a little bit.
Okay. Then, with Lestel holding his turn to attack anyone who attacks a hostage, then that will go down to guard number 1, who is this gentleman right here. He is going to step forward and knock everyone down. He's going to step forward, and he is going to make an attack on tribute.
Get back up again.
That is going to be a 15 against your AC.
Miss.
All right.
It's a good thing I put my armor on before coming into this.
That is going to go to...
Yes.
That is going to go to guard number 2, who is going to move to the side of you and is going to swing for Lestel.
Oh, what?
That is going to be a 13.
That beats.
So Lestel is going to take the form of 4 points of damage. Captain Ana is going to laugh. Perhaps you won't die by the hands of a legend. Perhaps you'll die the scum you are. And that is going to go to guard 3, who is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Is going to sprint after you.
Nice.
And that is going to go back up to tribute. You are now completely surrounded.
Great, but I have achieved my goal of getting him to leave Lorenzo the fuck alone.
All right. We'll see if the path to hell is paved with good deeds today.
I mean, that's kind of how I'm a paladin. That's how I operate. So I'm gonna make my first strike on this dude who had Lorenzo.
Okay.
Since then I can kind of keep him under this compelled duel effect.
All right.
So I'm going to brandish my rapier. 19 plus 2 plus 3.
Yep. Yep. Just completely and utterly.
And then that is 8 slashing damage for my rapier.
As soon as he comes running up, sword in hand, raised above his head, you see him run in his patchwork leather armor, just kind of shakes. And as he comes at full bore, you just quickly draw your weapon and thrust it forward, and he just runs right into it, straight into his midriff. It slides in. And he just pulls back and just slides right out, a nice red coat of blood at the end of your rapier. Anything else in your turn?
I guess I'm going to call back to Anna since she's been taunting me. You only come out of this a legend if you and your men come out of this alive. I'm going to flick the blood off my rapier.
Okay.
Man.
Tribute's pretty badass.
That's good.
Listen,
That's
I'm
good
here to
sh-
spit hot fire.
That's good shit talk. You got inspiration?
I do not.
Here's what it is.
Give us
Your
the
next
ready.
your next attack will have inspiration. Whatever your next attack is, it has inspiration.
Dope.
That is some fine shit talking you did there. And that is going to go up to Captain Ana.
I wish I knew that all of her men at the other bar were dead. Like, I wish I could tell her, like,
Right.
You think that's going well? Guess again.
Man, you can still do that shit talk.
I might, but like, we got
She
to
don't
see
know.
how this is going.
Yeah, she don't know.
Because I came here because I had faith in the rest of you to handle the bar. So as far in my mind, you guys are winning because all of you are there.
Yes, I was alive and well. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know that.
She is going to just very casually reach down to the dagger at her side. She too has a rapier and a dagger. She just kind of takes it and she throws it. And it just sails right past her guard's head. And just without breaking eye contact, you just raise your shield and ping, slam it right off the side. She says, "Oh, we have guts. We'll have to show them to you." And that is going to go to Lestel.
Why didn't you give me shield?
But before Lestel goes, as you're standing there, as you're looking over at Captain Ana, you do see that where Saywin's body is, it looks like something is being drawn out of her form. Like just this twisting red and orange. It's like it's trying to fight against it, but it's starting to be pulled into it.
Does that count as doing something to the hostages?
This isn't something he started doing, something he's been doing. Okay. So I would say no.
I mean, it's your turn, so
Alright.
you can do
Yeah.
it now anyway.
Is there a wall here, or can I, like, sidesteppy? I just don't want to hit you.
You can sidestep over in front of this guy, because he's technically engaged with you, and if you step in front of him, you're still moving within his attack radius, so you don't take an attack of opportunity. So yes, you can step out from behind.
Okay. Not completely. I just need to be able to cast.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to cast Witch Bolt on number 6.
Now, there's a whole train of people in front of him. He's going to get partial cover for that, so his AC will go up.
Okay. If I hit people on the way?
If only Witch Bolt were like
Yeah, if it
lightning
worked
bolts.
like that, yeah.
Like,
Okay.
So that'll be 2 plus his intelligence for the attack modifier.
Oh. Okay.
NPCs don't roll that D4 bullshit.
what? I wish we were recording that.
Yeah.
So the world can see you flick me off.
Can I have that inspiration?
You do have Portent.
I do. I would like to use that 11 for 16.
Misses. The spell slot extends.
better than whatever you just rolled.
It was worth a
Listen-
shot.
Lestel opens his books and his eyes glow white, and he extends his hand forward and a purple beam of lightning strikes out, and as everybody just ducks out of its way, the dwarf with the hammer head, he looks over his shoulder and just leans, and the lightning strikes against the back wall.
Oh, the fuck you lean.
And that is going to go to guard number 1, who will attack again against Tribute. That is going to be a 16.
Miss.
All right. Which then goes to guard number 2, who will attack Lestel. Crit fail.
Nice.
So if you want to make a melee attack,
Bitch slap.
Please,
Do it.
bitch slap.
okay. Now,
I have
a
daggers.
little. You do not have a dagger drawn though. You can't draw and attack. You can only attack with your free hand.
Okay.
So just a quick reminder, Lestel is like 56 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So just remember, you're playing a very old man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so What is this attack? Go ahead and make your attack.
Please just bitch smack.
That's like totally what I'm thinking. Like you know, like when a grandpa's like, "Go away!" Like
Joe!
Get out of here.
pretty much. Okay. Good. And that does 1 point of damage, right?
Yep.
That's fine. It's more than I've done, so there's that.
Just shame him a little.
So this guy comes over and he raises his sword, and when he goes to swing, Lestel looks over, and just there's a part of him that just deep down, he just closes the book and just backhands the guy, and the guy's like, "Whoa! Oh!" And he kind of rubs his face, and he looks back, and the captain's like, "Really? He's an old man!" And she just kind of like looks at him like, "Shut the fuck up."
Ruining my shit tongue.
That is going to go to guard number 3, who is magically compelled. That is a 19 at base. You are finally getting
that'll
hit.
Unfortunately.
3 points of damage.
I'll take it. I mean, I don't have a choice, but
I choose not to.
I
And that's-
prefer not to.
Is there an option for no? That's going to go up to tribute.
Sweet. I'm going to try and end this guy that I
Alright.
already stabbed once. Because I gotta get through him somehow. Might as well start with 1. 17 plus 2 plus 2.
That'll hit.
That's just how I'm gonna say all of my math from now on. I'm just gonna list all of the
Make you do it all.
modifiers.
Then I'm just going to be paying attention to the base number.
Man. 6 damage.
6 damage. How's he die?
Aw, sweet.
You're the MVP here, man.
I mean, if you can hit somebody, you will be too. So I already sliced him once, I'm just gonna slice him vertically.
Okay. You take the sharp right up from the hole you poked in him, cut right through the leathers, and he just leans forward and blood pours out, and he just drops face down dead.
Less cover. Slightly.
That is going to go to the good Captain Ana, who is going to step forward and push one aside so she can meet you face to face.
Nice.
She's going to attack with her rapier. That is a 17 at base.
That'll probably hit, assuming she has at least a +1.
That is going to be 5 points of damage.
Alright.
And then she's going to grab another dagger off of her belt. And that is going to be a 16 at base.
Does she have, what is her, because my AC is 18.
Oh, then it's a miss. I'm sorry, that 16 at base is 16 total is what I meant.
Oh, yeah, so like if she
Yeah.
has some kind of modifier to
Yeah, that's my, yeah. So she takes out her rapier, and as you're just ripping this guy from groin to chin, she just slashes right through your ringmail armor right into your side. And as you quickly turn, you catch her hand with the dagger going for your collar. That is going to go. You see that red and orange, it's starting to, is almost completely from the body of Saywin, and it's moving towards the front of this dwarf. Lestel.
I don't like that.
Now, I have a question. Since he was able to hit me when I was here, if I move here, would I be out of reach or leaving combat?
You will still be in reach.
Okay, so I wouldn't...
Right.
Okay. Just slowly sliding my way across the... Can I cast on him now?
Give it a go. He will have no additional cover.
Alright,
Nice.
17 at base plus 5.
That'll hit.
Good. Which bolt?
Do you have the, is it a D10?
D12.
Oh, D12.
That's why I love it.
Damn.
And it continues as long as I have concentration. For up to a minute. And of course, okay, 7. I thought that was a 1. That don't add anything to that, right?
Nope.
Okay, 7 lightning damage to the dwarf. With the flat head.
Lestel, again, reading through his book, his eyes glow, and that crack of purple lightning this time strikes the dwarf in the back. He stumbles forward. How much damage did you say? 7?
Yeah.
He stumbles forward, and you hear a loud tink, 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 and the rushing wind, the stops.
Oh god, I got his attention.
Nice.
Oh, you got his
Potentially
attention.
saved Saywin's life just there.
Anything else on your turn?
Is there anything else I can do? I still have movement, but that would attack of opportunity. That was my action, right?
Correct.
No, there's nothing else.
All right. That is going to go down to guard 1, who
Catch these
Who
hands.
got pushed
Sonny.
aside.
is going to... Who's just going to walk away from the fight with Tribute and his captain. So go ahead and take your attack of opportunity.
Done.
Really?
Yep. His captain's got it.
Natural 20.
Roll double damage.
So I had the modifier once, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does that apply to my dueling damage as well?
Whoa!
Yes. All rolled dice are doubled, not...
Man.
Two ones?
I rolled a 3 and a 1.
Oh, I thought that was an 8.
So
This
4
whole
plus
time
2
was-
plus 2 is 8.
8?
Man, that ability score improvement is going right into dexterity.
As he turns and walks away, you take a good slash right across his lower back, which causes him to stumble, and it almost looks like one of his legs is just severely gone. But he is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to parry Lestel, giving himself advantage. That's a 14 base.
Yeah, you got me.
So he is going to 8 points of damage.
I'm down.
Lestel
Okay.
goes down.
I'm guessing that made me lose concentration.
Probably.
Guard number 2.
Play wizards!
Guard number 2 sees Lestel go down, and he turns back and he looks to his captain and says, "What are your orders, Captain?" And she's pulling back her dagger from your shield. And she looks to you, Tribute, and says, "Fillet him." And guard number 2 is going to take his sword, handle and blade down, and thrust it into the back of the unconscious Lestel. Go ahead and put a death in your saving throws.
So currently I'm only engaged with Anna, right?
Yes.
Because number 2 is fucking with Lestel.
That is.
So, where does saving people fit into the path of vengeance? When you have someone in front of you who will inevitably go on to kill more and more people, especially if you die here.
That's true.
But this is a character. This is for Tribute. Because if you're chasing that path of vengeance,
I've lived a good life.
Don't say that. Because I also just went through this entire ordeal to save Lestel, only a night ago. So I don't want to just leave him to die, considering I just went through all of that nonsense to save him.
need an action.
I'll take the attack of opportunity. I'll take 2 steps to the side and give you 6 lay on hands.
Yay!
What'd you hit me with?
When you turn, Lady Anna is going to try and quickly slam her rapier against you, but in just some subconscious way, as you turn, you just pull your shield back as far as you can, bouncing the rapier off. Attack is a miss.
Nice. I wish I had something witty to say about that, but I'm focused. So
Sometimes that's even better.
Anything else in your turn?
no, because that lay on hands is an action. And I don't want to use compelled duel again. I only have another spell slot, and I'm gonna save it.
All right.
Oh, I will manually look at number 2 and go, your fight is here.
The captain is going to step, just very casually, walk behind you. As to get flanking.
Alright.
And she is going to make her rapier attack. 17 at base. 11 points of damage.
Ouch. I don't have healing spells, so...
And then she's going to take her dagger. 18.
What's the roll?
12.
Make it a 9.
15.
Miss. You just saved my fucking life.
All right.
I have 1 hit point.
That was close.
As you've experienced in the past, as you're facing, as you say those words of intimidation to the pirate in front of you, you feel a sharp blade push right through your side. You feel it scrape against your ribs. Your chain shakes, and she pulls it back, and you feel such a terrible wound, warm blood pouring down your side. And then you feel an instant, sharp dagger plunge into the back of your neck. And as you just brace it and try to put that pain away, the pain is gone instantly, and you hear the dagger scrape against the back of your chainmail. Lestel.
Team save voice.
You have your... Oh, you dropped concentration because you went Betty Box.
I did do that. You're right. Now, Chill Touch is a ranged attack. Does it have to be?
Yes.
Man, I'm useless.
I think you can use Burning Hands without hitting me.
Can I?
Because, it's a cone
It is a cone.
you, and I'm next to you.
That's true. Can I turn around and, use it on the two fuckos behind us without hitting her?
Let's see. You are here.
No, that's Anna. But I'm right here.
Okay. Yes, you could turn.
Too many sexy ladies on the table.
If you turned this way, your hands would go here, here, and here. So you'd actually miss them both.
So if I turned around and did that, I'd take an attack of opportunity from him.
Correct.
But I'd get them.
You would get them both.
Alright. It's worth it.
All right, you have 6 hit points?
Yeah.
3 at base.
Nice!
God! That was a gamble with his life.
All right. Here is going to be the roll of the guard for his dexterity. He doesn't have enough to fill it. Here's going to be the captain's. That is going to be... Let's check this dex saving throw.
What is my thing?
14.
Damn. She beats.
Okay.
The DC would be 13.
But she does take half.
All right. All right, give me damage.
Thank God I remembered that. I'm going to use Addie's D6 because they're just waiting there patiently. Yeah.
Good choice.
15.
Alright.
All right, so guard number 1, he failed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he takes off 15.
So, and what's going to be half of 15?
7.
We'll do 7.
Alright, that was my last plus.
Lestel takes a step backwards, a blade right past, tearing up the rest of the jacket and vest he had left. He's just wearing tatters now. He opens his book, he reads a few arcane words to it, he closes it, and when he opens it again, flame bursts from the book. The first pirate immediately turns, thinking that he could shield it with his blade, is instantly incinerated. The good captain, she grabs her nice red leather coat, and she pulls it over herself like Batman, and the coat burns, but her hair also begins to burn behind her as it's too long. And when she throws the coat off, it's burning, and a good portion of her clothes have turned black.
Nice.
I made you bald, bitch.
It's not bald, it's just as long as it was. Alright. Anything else on your turn?
It wouldn't take me an attack up to me if I went here, right?
Technically, no.
Cool. Nice.
Just gonna walk deep for them, so.
Just creeping away.
So as you're able to quickly throw that out, as you're quickly to add that into the air, that burst of flame going forward, doing the damage it did, it moves out in its cone and then begins to filter into a spiral. And then it filters above you. And where that dwarf was holding something into that air that was being sucked, that orange and red that was being pulled towards him in that small spiral itself, it adds to it and it goes... and it burns into this great bright flame, and that flame drops to the ground, and you see it begin to filter back into Saywin's body.
Oh, shit.
Guard number 2.
That's a good thing. Okay.
Let's see. Guard number 2 is going to attack with advantage.
Okay, on you. That's not good.
I still have 1 hit point.
And I'm out of order.
16 or 16?
16 total.
Yep.
Miss.
Oh, thank God.
He will swing and he will miss. That is going to go back up to Tribute.
Cool. I'm going to turn back around and swing with all of my power, with my inspiration as well, I think,
Okay.
on Ana. What does inspiration add?
It is advantage on the roll.
Oh, sweet. Good. Okay. So that's like a 23.
That'll hit.
Okay, and I am going to make this a Divine Smite with my last spell slot.
Your first Divine Smite.
Yes, it is.
All right. So tell us what this looks like when you do it.
So I am wheeling around, because I was facing the other guy. So wheel around to face her, brandishing my rapier. And I'm going to turn to her and just yell, enough! As my eyes and my sword flash with divine energy. 2 to 5 is... 2 is 10, plus 4, it's only a total of 14.
Okay.
Slashing and radiant.
Anything else on your turn?
How does she die?
I wish. Yep, that's it for me.
All right. You swing forward, and with a radiant explosion from your blade, you cut right through the leathers of Captain Ana. You see a growing fear in her eyes. She has not seen the wrath of God this way before. She has seen the wrath of God to ships in the form of disease, but she's never seen it in such a compact, powerful way. She is going to try and finish this.
I was going to ask if I could take a moment to bluff.
No.
Damn.
You got more of a cornered animal thing going here. That is a 19 at base
That'll hit.
and a natural 20.
Yeah, I'm down. I have 1 hit point.
What is your total?
My total is 20.
All right, you have 1 hit point, so let's see if we can get
She
21
gets
damage
higher
here.
than a 19.
14 points of damage total. It's close.
Close. Close.
All right. So she just gritting her teeth, holding on to this portion of blood coming out of her chest, her dagger held. She's just going to slam you with that blade, and she's going to just kick you in the chest, pulling the blade out, and she's just going to reach forward with that dagger and just slam it into you as you go down. Take a death saving throw. The dwarf is still standing there. He's frantically holding something in his hand, trying to do something with it. He sees this tornado going around him. He is going to turn around, and he's going to see Lestel, and he's going to pull out a javelin.
And my back's facing him. I don't even see it.
And he's going to take a attack against 16 at base.
This is when Lorenzo reveals he's gone, right?
8 points of damage.
I'm down. I had 6. We did our best.
Guard number 2 is going to
Oh, we're
drop
still going.
an attack on Tribute.
Yep.
Well, glad we got together so we could die.
I mean, I'm assuming we're still going. If we were just gonna die, we'd die. So we'll I guess...
I mean, I did draw out a very torturous death for Maxon, so...
That's true,
Yeah.
but there was a chance that Addie could stop it. As it is now, there are no player characters on the field, so it's just you.
And with that, as the two of you begin to slide into a darkness, you feel a fire that begins to rouse you back to battle. A very low, authoritative voice with anger. And that voice whispers into your subconscious, "Get these rats off of my ship."
So I was hoping it was gonna come through.
Did we get all our spell slots back?
No, but you do get 5 hit points back.
I'll take it.
As you come back, you see that Saywin is now basically on her knees, extending an arm that is all just a brass all the way up through the shirt. The clothes are burning. And as you come back and you see her, you see that just from where she is, the wood around her is turning black and beginning to smolder with fire.
Don't shake your head at me, I'm such a fan.
No, I'm just mad I'm not there to see it.
The dwarf in front of her, having just released this bolt, you can, Lestel specifically, you can see now his long beard beginning to kind of curl up and snap as if it were burning just around him. And that black is reaching all the way across.
That's why they pulled the carpet up.
And Tribute, when you come to, you see that Captain Ana is gone.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Fuck that skank. Lestel says that, by the way.
Yes, fuck that skank. Tribute, it is your turn.
We about to gangbang this dude right here.
Oh, absolutely.
X, go give it to you.
So I'm gonna kind of like get back to my feet, presuming I fell over.
Mm-hmm.
Take a deep breath, turn back around, realize Lady Capt Ana is gone, and I can't see her anywhere. Right?
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna turn back to number 2. Sorry, rats off the ship. I'm gonna make an attack roll.
All right.
If you move slightly to the left, you get advantage.
You know how very kind of you to point that out.
You're welcome. They've been using it on us this whole time.
Might as well. Good, I need that. Come back here. 14 plus 2 plus 3 is 19.
That'll hit.
There's the 8. 12 damage.
All right, that's against number 2?
Yeah.
All right, what's it look like when you kill him in one single attack?
Team same voice.
I would just like to slit his throat with my rapier.
When you stand up to tell him that, he just now looks very concerned. Like he just realized that he wasn't just coming to finish a job. The job just came to finish him. He just kind of puts his sword down to his side and he just starts kind of backing up.
And there I am.
And he just bumps into this old man who just opens his book and looks at him with these white eyes. He looks back, and as soon as he turns around, right across his throat, a little bit of gurgle comes out, a little blood, and he just drops forward.
It's just y'all in the dwarf now. He's trying to get gangbang shit.
You gotta face
Yeah.
face him.
Yeah, exactly.
With that is going to go to the dwarf.
Although if I were him, I'd be a little bit more concerned about, like, this arcane horror behind him.
Right? How far can I run away?
He's going to run from whatever this thing is burning around him.
Can I get attack or opportunity?
I think he's attacking you.
Saywin just kind of reaches back, and you see that, and what is still a skinned hand, you see that the skin just drops off, burning, and another bronze hand. Am I saying bronze or brass?
Bronze.
Because I
You
believe
said bronze.
it's brass, unfortunately.
Oh.
It's brass. The brass hand actually melts and extends to a large blade, and she just quickly just swings in front of her, but he's very quick to pull out a shield he has, deflecting it. He stumbles back a short couple paces, pulling out a very large hammer, and he's going to make a swing on Lestel. That's going to be a 14 at base.
Damn.
Still getting walloped.
Dude, I was really hoping instead of like him deflecting it with the shield, I was gonna say she aimed too high and she went for like the flat spot in his head and just missed. and then I got down.
Now you're good. Smacked.
Yeah.
That is going to be for
Is it more than 5?
7 points of
Yep,
damage.
there we go. Back down. I'm gonna take a nap, guys. For the 3rd time.
That is 25 feet of move. That's the best he can move.
There's a joke about old people somewhere in there.
And he is going to grab a javelin, and he's going to try and throw it at Tribute.
This is my dysfunction.
That is going to be a 17 at base.
Yeah, that'll hit.
5 points.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Back down.
Damn.
Yep.
Say when finish him. I had a cool plan, and then he just came up and hammered me. Lorenzo, get off your ass. No one's been there this whole time.
He's tied up.
I mean, come on, man.
You can
Work
run in this
on getting that
line.
shit out. I've gotten up 3 times now. Come on, man. Get your ass out of that room.
That burning returns with that authoritative voice, going, I'm serious. I'm not doing this again.
Oh,
And you all,
Mom is mad.
using almost her last spell slot to save your asses.
How many you went? 5?
7.
7, that's better.
I could maybe live this time.
Maybe.
Maybe. Again, this ruins my plan, because Chill Touch is a fucking range spell.
As you start getting back up, you feel this immense heat. It feels like you're just standing in front of an oven. You have the idea that had you not been what you are, had you not been tieflings, that your skin itself would begin to bubble and burn. As you look in front of you to this dwarf, you see that his hair is now black and smoking, and his skin is beginning to bubble and pop. You take 3 points of damage.
Ooh. Good thing she healed us for 7.
Is that why?
And that is going to go to Tribute.
That could have downed us if we weren't fire resistant. I'm betting you.
Yeah.
Good thing this is Tiefling Party.
I'm just all in gonna try and kill this guy.
Do it.
Take a step forward. I don't get advantage because I'm not the cool flanking people.
Just drag Lorenzo's body over there.
Lorenzo ain't gonna help. I'm probably gonna miss. 7 plus 2 is
Miss.
9. Yeah.
No, it's not good. I was talking about Lorenzo. Because you were like, Lorenzo's not gonna help.
That's
All right.
like my first miss I think this whole combat will take.
So, he is going to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Can he
25.
disengage from all 3 of us at the
Yep.
same time? Though?
Get some distance, man.
30, 30,
That's what I'm waiting for.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He is basically running for the door.
Does he disengage from me when he re-enters and re-leaves
Yep.
the space? Okay.
Yeah. All right. He used everything he could to run for the door.
You know what he is now? Ranged.
Mm-hmm.
Lestel.
Want to make sure he has no cover. So there we go. Point that bitch at him. There we go. Yeah. And Chill Touch. What do I add to that?
5.
5.
Okay. Man, you guys are so good. 16.
That'll hit.
Yes. And it doesn't even do anything cool, like which. Oh.
I mean,
It does something.
you make a skeletal hand.
Yeah.
No, it does more than that.
He can't heal until
3
the
necrotic damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
Woo! It's a party.
A skeletal hand extends from the book, and it just wraps around the head of the dwarf, who, reaching for the door handle, just goes limp for a minute as his hand bangs against the handle.
It grabs his flat spot.
It
You're
just
hung up
rubs
on that
against the
flat
flat
Yeah,
spot.
I thought-
Yeah. Well, it's such a specific character detail. You don't mention it unless it's like his mashed potato head or something like that. Like that's where his skull is soft.
And that is going to go to Tribute.
It also clings to him. Just saying. I don't know. Well, that's important.
I'm going to close the distance and attack again, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
14 plus 4 is 18.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
10.
How's he die?
I'm going to use the hand as a guiding point to just drive my rapier through.
As the hand is clasped around his head and his shoulders, you just aim for the back of the skeletal hand, and you feel what could only be like piercing a watermelon.
Oh.
In both texture and sound as his head splits. It just drops and slump against the door.
See, I knew his head was flat for a reason. It's full of watermelon.
His head's one of those Japanese watermelons where they're square.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Didn't you know the Japanese watermelon wizard dwarf?
And so dies Hammerhead
Oh.
of the Boiling Sea Gang.
Oh,
I'm glad he's
man.
dead.
That's a good name.
With that,
I reach close to Saywin.
You guys go down to heat damage from Saywin.
I can survive if it's 3 damage still.
Same.
3 damage.
Ooh, barely.
Like, if she downed us again, she wouldn't live
It's a good
this
thing you
again.
guys are the ones who went, because anybody else would have died.
Man, it only took 3 resurrections to live through this.
She takes a few steps back. And you see her focusing. You see her just in a stance where she has her hands in front of her. And you just hear her just straining as if she's trying to hold something back in. And as the room now is almost completely charred black and beginning to burn, you feel that heat begin to withdraw. And you see after a few moments, the heat is gone, but her skin is burning off of her body. And she looks back to the two of you, and she says, "She said there were other attacks. Go." She immediately turns to where Lorenzo is and just reaches down and touches the ropes around him, and they burn and snap. And she quickly opens a door and disappears behind it.
Does Lorenzo burn? Or is he good?
No, he's good.
Interesting.
He was a fair out of range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just wasn't close enough to it. Lorenzo stands and says, "Where is Cass?"
Fighting. We have to go help.
Go, please go.
I need a minute. I just died 3 times.
I gave you what? 6 hit points?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Then I'll give each of us 2 of my remaining lay on hands points. So we have a total of 3.
Woohoo! Into the next battle.
And we're gonna limp towards the shipwreck.
All right. As you come walking outside, you see Holly has hid behind a few boxes. You can tell that there's a long blood trail that leads to it. And as you step out and you look down, you see there is a footprint in that blood trail, and it carries down the docks a fair way.
I'm gonna... So we see Holly.
Yes.
Did she go that way? Anna.
Holly just kind of... Not really. As you speak to her, she starts to kind of fade back in. I don't know. I dragged myself behind these boxes. I didn't see anything. I've been going in and out of consciousness.
Damn.
Is Mistress Saywin okay?
She's safe. Everyone on the ship is dead now besides... Well, everyone who's supposed to be dead on the ship
Oh, God.
is dead.
Oh, please think of these words more.
I'm sorry.
Listen, they're whores, I won't argue that, but they're family.
They're safe.
Good.
The captain is safe. Lorenzo is safe.
Good. She just fades away.
I should have saved 1 hit point.
You can take one from me.
No, I can't retroactively take hit points away. That'd be metagame.
Mm-hmm.
So as you go down the docks, following that bloody footprint, it seems to fade, the blood washing off the boots, the water lapping up onto these docks and washing away any remaining tracks. You see the beach, and at the end, the shipwrecked. It's now quiet. You would assume such a fight, there would be... You've seen guns, you've seen, 8 people in there?
Mm-hmm.
You'd think there would be this loud boistering, and no one's coming out of it either. So that first mate and those other guys, maybe they've already come and gone. With that, what do you do?
Considering me and Lestel are pretty beat up, I'm gonna try and do some recon. Try and creep around the side of the ship. It's the side of the inn, see if I can get a peek through a window to see if I can see who's in there, if anyone at all.
Okay. You walk around to the side, and as you peer through the window, what is everyone doing in the shipwreck now? Everyone is dead. Cass is standing in front of Kaz, who looks very shaken.
Pretty sure. I know Breeze is kind of just sitting on one of the benches with his head down. Breeze just definitely just sitting on one of the benches with his head down, just trying to comprehend the fact that we just saw the last moments of Mazhug.
Okay. Adela, you are a giant water lizard.
She still is.
Yeah. Does that just wear off, or do I?
You have it for an hour.
God, all right. So I'm not able to choose to.
Oh, you can drop it,
Ah.
but you have it half of your level. You have it for an hour.
I'll just keep it for right now, I guess. But I'm just gonna be looking around, just seeing if I can see what weapon looks like it was of importance to her.
Okay. Roll perception.
I'm so glad Adela is a water lizard, so I don't just look in and see a giant-ass lizard and be like, what the shit is that?
I feel like you can come to a very reasonable assumption about
15.
what it is you're seeing there. 15? You don't see anything that looks to be remarkably hers, as much as you're just seeing kind of now a empty and broken bar. Addie.
Addie is, at last I remember, kneeling next to Mazhug
Correct.
and has a pot on his back.
You have a cast iron skillet
Yes.
on your back.
That's what you see when you peek in.
That's in your shirt, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's pretty well covered.
It's like an
yeah.
outline.
Or I hope, like, the handle's, like, sticking out, like, behind his head.
Since it was in front, it just slid. It's around his lower back, more specifically.
See, there's just like a
so no, you
weird
can't really
angle.
tell anything in it. It's a fairly flat band.
That's a shame.
Addie?
There's just kind of a moment of silence because Mazhug just died in front of him, and he was actually about to take a bullet for her.
Okay. That is what you see. Lestel, book still open in hand. He doesn't look great. He's kind of... He's hunched over and he's shaking a little bit. This is a lot of excitement for his age. Says, is it still... Are they still in there? Are they fighting?
We can rest easy. It looks like the fighting is done.
He just closes the book and just collapses down onto his back into the sand. And he says, then go. I will catch up. I just need a rest.
He needs to go check his blood sugar.
There are chairs inside the inn, if
That's-
you would like to.
Then I will join you momentarily, please. I just need a rest for now. My legs have been shaking all morning.
I'm gonna kind of, like, gently clap him on the shoulder. You fought bravely. I would not have made it out there without your help.
Perhaps this isn't a young man's game after all. Go.
Alright, I will let him rest. I'm gonna do, like, a quick shifty, make sure no one around is to stab this old man while he's sitting here.
Perception.
It's a flat roll for me. It's 14.
There's actually no one around the bar right now.
Satisfied with that. I will enter the bar.
Alright? Coming in, there is an immediate sense of sadness and despair. You can now see Mazhug, this massive form, just slumped over on the ground. There's pools of blood just laying all over this. There are 5 dead men. Similar, almost completely identical to the patchy armor that you had just seen.
Tribute, can you help her?
I'm gonna shake my head. She's already gone. My healing is spent. We barely made it off the rocking ship alive.
Fuck. I'm gonna drop my lizard form and just start grabbing stuff around the place and just handing everyone something. Okay, and we all have to say Mazhug. Let's see if anything works.
3 things. What do you grab?
I mean, I'm gonna tell Addie to take the frying pan that he has.
Okay.
So there's 1.
Oh, that's why you wanted the weapon that's important to her. Oh.
I'll give one of you an oar, because there's the oars.
Oars up, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the oar.
Okay. I don't know what else is around that I can grab.
It's a bar.
A mug.
Yeah, sure. I'll
And a mug.
give Tribute a mug. And I'll take a knife or something, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Yes?
Mazhug.
Mazhug.
Adela, that's not how this works.
Why are we doing
work?
this?
most beings on this plane don't come back when they die.
I do.
Well,
We don't quite know why that happens yet either. I'll be honest. But Mazhug is gone.
No, maybe we just didn't grab the right things.
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk to Adela, and I'm gonna say, Mazhug was not much of a friend to me, but I understand what you're trying to do, but she's gone. Let's just at least respect her memory for these last couple moments.
man, who's gonna pay me for all the fucking berries I picked?
You could take over the bar.
Want a bar?
You could sell the bar.
He's already got a boat to sell.
Plan B. I'm gonna start looting the pirates.
Okay. So, does anybody else want to do this?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
join.
I don't care about their money, just their personal effects. The things that make them obviously pirates, things that give them identity.
I'm gonna go to Mazhug and I'm gonna. Does she have any buttons on her person?
Yes, she does.
I'm gonna take it out.
She's wearing
I'm
a
gonna
lot
stop
of.
you.
Why?
Them I don't kill. Or I don't care. Don't disrespect her.
I'm not disrespecting. I'm taking this one button to remember her by. A single
Insight.
button.
I don't believe you. Never mind, I believe you.
Never mind, I do.
Yeah, I still believe you. I got like a
Even
6
if you
on
got, even
insight.
if you rolled like something higher, just be
I know, but
truthful.
still. Addie's out here looting corpses. I'm just making sure.
For good reason.
Come on, we had a bond. You know I'm not like that. We sung a song together.
Yeah, I'll just see Addie doing it. Just start doing it too.
Even
Okay.
musicians are sleazy. You should
Um,
know that.
Addie, what is in front of you, you find 2 scimitars and shields. They don't have any real personal effects. They have some patched together leather armor. You're not really looking through their purses too much, but there's nothing on them that really made them... they didn't carry any personal effects as much as they knew they were going into a fight. They didn't bring anything with them.
They don't have anything identifiable, like, like, oh yeah, that's so-and-so's leather coat,
No.
Hammerhead, that's his...
Now, for the minions, as you look through, they don't have anything identifiable. They were just kind of at first the right place, the right time, but obviously turned wrong. It obviously went very bad. Now the first mate, as you look through the first mate's attire, he was wearing that very identifiable brown jacket. That was probably the big thing. This one isn't super nice, but it definitely was a unique piece that he had found. You find that he has a wand.
Okay.
The wand you don't really know too much about.
I'm going to take the patchwork leather off of one of the guys,
Okay.
the wand,
Okay.
and if any of them have, like, the Boiled Sea Gang logo or anything like
None
that.
of them were Boiled Sea Gang. They were pirates from
Okay.
Captain Ana.
These other 2 guys are typically Momen, right?
They're
Okay.
exactly red shirts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I want to use my disguise kit and try to mimic what they look like.
One of the shield and armored gentlemen who was a little bit with a scimitar in the shield. The first one is in fact human. He seems to be probably closer to his 30s. The most notifiable thing about him is that you look him over and he has no upper teeth. And the other gentleman across from him, he looks to be like a half-elf.
Okay.
And what really sticks out on him is that he has kind of like excessively hairier eyebrows, and one of his pointed ears, it looked like it got chopped off, so it's even smaller than a human's ear now. That's only on one side.
Okay. I'm not trying to, like, copy verbatim them. I'm just trying to, pirate hairdo, pirate it up.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm not trying to steal identities. I'm just trying
To look
blend.
like... Right.
Yes.
Okay.
The patchwork leather, that's the same as leather armor?
Yes.
Okay. So that won't change my AC at all?
No.
And the wand, I'm going to add that. Because, I am trying
First
to be
mate's wand.
arcane trickster, just saying.
And Adela and Breeze, as you go searching through the other two bodies, the remaining, they have the same patchwork leather. They have, let's say, Breeze, as you search through, 3 pieces of gold. Adele, as you search through, 3 pieces of gold. And they both have hand pistols.
I'll take one. Can I?
Which set
Yeah,
of dice
use
should I
one.
use?
You will not be proficient with it, as you're not trained to use a pistol.
But I'll be able to use it. Okay, I'll take one pistol.
But they will have 3 rounds.
Okay, one hand pistol with 3 rounds.
Nope. I'm just gonna pick it up. Just throw
Can I
it
take
back.
all of them
Nope.
then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2 hand pistols with 6 rounds?
6 rounds. You rolling secret dice over there?
Yes.
What are you rolling?
I am rolling to see what my new name is.
Okay.
I have a chart of 50 names right here. And I re-rolled because the one I rolled was dumb and not piratey at all.
Man, you know what? I feel like you should keep that first dumb name.
Let me just see what I rolled real quick. Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep the dumb first name because the other one was almost impronounceable.
Okay. Thank God. Thank you. All right. Bodies are being looted. You hear some stirring from the back. There is that older human that you've been seeing a lot of. You've seen him this morning. He was the person who asked if a dear amount of milk. What was it? Remember when you got the milk for Linus, the 2 whiskeys and the milk? About a deer full, I think you said.
Yeah.
He comes out from the back, and
Oh, he was back there when I was running around the kitchen looking for pots. Didn't do shit.
you didn't really take a good look around there. You looked for one thing specific. There's stuff back there you might have missed.
I'm gonna hear noises and automatically put my trident up.
Okay. He just walks out and looks over the bar and sees all of the blood. He's like, "What happened?" No, what happened? Is everyone okay?
Not everyone. Looking at Mazhug.
And he walks over the bar and he looks over. He's just like, "Son of a bitch." All right. I guess.
Oh, sorry. Go.
No, I guess we'll take care of it. You guys aren't here to move corpses, so we're closed now. Get out.
I'm going to try to sneak out the back and kind of away from everybody. I'm not trying to associate.
You have to go out the front. He's standing right. You're not going to stealth behind from right in front of him.
Okay.
So you'll have to go out the front.
I'm gonna kind of delay and try to stealth my way out.
That's fine. Yeah, you can wait for everyone else to leave,
Okay.
and then kind of work your way out. Did you change into that specific armor?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you change into the patchwork leather.
And I'm gonna say to everybody, my name is Anakin now. Don't contact me till I contact you.
All right, Annie.
I don't know you.
I'm gonna presumably exchange looks with Cass, even though Emily's not here. I feel like we share a
Cass-
bond to
Cass
judge
just
Addie.
definitely looks back over and exchanges the glance, and Cass just kind of walks forward and goes, So, what are we doing now? Where are we going now?
I think we should rest.
I definitely need a nap.
Agreed. Let's go sleep.
Why rest? Why rest? Let's go get... There's got to be another place that sells drinks, right? Let's go get drinks. Let's go to the market. When have we eaten last? Let's go get some food. We could probably play on the pier. Make some money. I'll give
You
you
want
the
to
extra,
play with me?
I'll give you the extra strings.
You want to play with
Yes.
me? That'll do.
Okay.
I'll play with you.
He will dig out of his bag and he'll give you extra strings. He bolts out the door. He's running right to the market.
I'll walk after him waiting for everyone else.
What time of day is it?
We're probably now around 4 o'clock.
Okay, so it's not quite evening.
So, Adela, Tribute, what is it you're doing when you leave out?
Kaz has a good point. I'm gonna maybe see if I can find some street food on the pier.
Okay.
and have a sit down for a short rest, because boy, am I not feeling good.
All right. Adela?
I'm just gonna go walk around because the only one who, didn't yell at me and tell me to be careful is Daddy. And he just kind of walked away, so.
Okay.
I'm not Addie anymore. Just saying.
Yeah.
All right, Addie, where are you going?
I am going to go meet Ladley
Okay.
in my new
Attire.
yes my new persona.
So did I tell you my intelligence is a 9, and the odds of me remembering 50 names over the course was
Oh, don't worry.
long?
You're not gonna have to remember them all. They're mostly for NPCs, but this one's like an identity change for my safety.
I'm just throwing that out there.
All right, so you want to head over to the community center.
Yes.
All right. Kaz and Breeze, they're way ahead of everybody. Tribute just kind of is meandering out after them. You just watch these two run away like children. As you're walking out, Adela just kind of looks around, and you said you...
Still a giant water laser?
No, you said you transformed out.
You dropped
Did I?
it.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
because you couldn't do all the stuff you did if you didn't.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Are you following them, or are you just kind of wandering off in a direction? Okay.
Go.
Adela just looks around and begins to walk off. Tribute, you
Well, I'm
follow
gonna
after.
try and pick up Lestel, too, if he's still outside.
Lestel picks himself up and follows with you. And Annie makes a secure beeline right for the community center.
I'm going to actively try to change the way I'm walking too, as like a further disguise. Just because all I can hear now is Ledley's voice saying, "If you go in there, everyone's gonna know you went in there." And now I'm trying to retcon.
Yep. Okay. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. We'll see how that goes. Ooh, let's check it.
You should have good intelligence.
5.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
So
My intelligence
I
helped.
was going to tell you how Addie was able to pick up a lot of things about this guy and how he would carry himself, but let me tell you all the things he got wrong. So, he distinctly remembers as this guy walked over, as he watched this guy walk over and kill Mazhug, he distinctly had a horrible limp.
Alright.
So, as you change your posture to match how you believe this guy would walk, you start walking with a terrible limp on your left side. And you are able to work your way over to the community center, which is just a large. It's made of like a rock, like a nice stone base plastered in, and then nicer wood. It looks like not like broken down ships, but sections of ships taken and fit together and restained to make a nice large building. When you walk in, there's a solid door that is open. You see that there's not actually a handle on it as much as you just push it open and it swings on 2 fair hinges. And when you open it, kind of with your head down, kind of buried into your jacket to not really reveal yourself too well, you see a hallway that goes straight back. It's about 3 rooms. And to the right, you see what looks like a massive gymnasium. Just a very open area with sconces along the walls. You see there's a ton of people. It's packed. It looks like a refugee crisis. Whatever had just happened today, it drove people in here for protection.
Alright.
So you can go into this very large crowd, or you can go down this hallway.
Before I do this, there was something very specific that I wanted to do at the bar that I forgot to mention, and I don't know if it's too late for that.
What is it?
I wanted to take off that blue cloak that he always wears and try to like roll it tightly into my bag.
I just assumed that was something you did when you changed.
Okay, cool.
It's like you slung it over your shoulder or anything. I know what you're doing.
Yeah. What were my options?
To the right there is a massive gymnasium packed with people, and to the left there is a long hallway with 3 doors.
I'm gonna check the gymnasium. I'm gonna try to squeeze in there.
Okay. All right. Do you have any means to be in there for any more than hiding, or are you looking for something?
I'm looking for Ladley, and I didn't know what did he say? What room to find him in, or anything like that?
He said you could find him there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just looking for Ladley.
All right. You'll ask around. Roll me a d20 plus your proficiency for your disguise kit. We're going to see how well you're fooling people.
All right. Am I adding anything to that besides?
Just your proficiency.
Alright. So that's soft 20.
Okay. As you're walking around, you're able to kind of obscure your face and gruff up your voice enough that the people who have seen you, especially the night before when you had revived Adela, you brought a lot of attention to yourself. Mm-hmm. And now that's kind of something you have to play down, but you're able to obscure yourself, and as you walk around a little bit more, you're hearing whispers about, oh, there he is. He led the charge into the bar. I wonder what he's doing here. And there's people asking if you're coming to recruit. No one's asked you, but that's the murmurs around.
Okay,
good.
You're able to ask and find that Ladley is in the second door on the right.
Okay.
Of the halls. That is his office. Though he is asked not to be disturbed now.
Okay. Since he's been asked not to be disturbed now, I'm gonna try to, wait it out.
Okay.
Gonna try to feel around the room. So far I've established a good presence, I feel like. Maybe I'll start recruiting. Sell it.
People are looking.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm gonna start recruiting for a pirate gang that I don't belong to.
Alright. So we'll come back around to it, and let's go to the docks.
I sell it, man.
So, after Kaz ran, have I caught up to him yet?
Yes.
All right.
You're a lot quicker than he is. You're able to keep pace with him.
Okay. So, I'm gonna start restringing my loot with the strings he gave me.
You're going to have to stop to do that. You
Are
can't
we
do
at
that.
the docks yet?
No, he's still... you guys are running into the docks and running into the docks. It's starting to come back to life. More people have filtered out, as it sounds like the violence has stopped.
Okay.
So more people are filtering out. Shops are reopening. And just as he seems to slow down, he just cuts into the crowd. Almost seems like he's losing you. You can't tell if it's on purpose or if he's just... You just lost sight of him.
I'll follow him then.
Okay, roll a perception to try and keep track of him.
Oof. It's gonna be 6, 7.
Okay. As you're looking in the crowd, he just seems to have been swallowed up by this horde of people.
Kaz?
No response.
Kaz! Nah, then I'll just start wandering in the market towards my
Jerky shop?
yeah, my jerky shack.
Okay.
I forgot you had that.
You're
Yeah,
able
it's still
to
there.
you're able to string up your loot when you get there. And when you arrive, you see that Kaz is there.
Oh, good.
Is actually there, and he's just pushing all of the jerky off. And some of it's kind of falling, but he just seems to be very, just quickly trying to remove it from the front of the counter. And he's pulling out his instrument, and he's kind of stringing it up, and he's holding it up to your ting, 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 and he's just very, very
I'm
quickly
gonna
doing
put
it.
my hand on his shoulder and kind of pull him over and say, "Hey, we don't have to do this. We could wait. You seem like you need some alone time. Maybe we shouldn't play now."
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Perception check.
That'd be insight.
Insight.
Yeah.
Perception. You see him really well. He's got a
Boy,
weird
there he
zit
is.
on his nose.
Oh, gee,
I do.
look, there he is.
It's 21.
21? Okay. When he says that, you see, when he finishes the sentence, he kind of grits his teeth, and you see him just kind of blink hard, and you just see tears just kind of pushing them to the side to the best of his ability. And he just, no, we'll just play through it. It's what we do. We're bards. We play through it. Whatever it is, we play through it. Let's play through it.
You sure about this?
Yep, and he hops up and kind of sits with his legs over, and he's just going to start playing out something, just start trying to feel it out.
I'm gonna join in with my loot, and I'm gonna play something slow and sad. I'm gonna hopefully be able to let him play his emotions out.
Well, he's playing something very jaunty and very upbeat.
You come in with a funeral march.
Oh no, not a funeral march. More something like. It's more like. I was gonna say it's like more of an R&B type thing.
That's fine. All right, so you start playing something a little more, a little of a slower rhythm, something a little with more of a melody. Is he's just kind of playing a very high, quick, just very basic chords, and he's just humming along to it.
I'm gonna say to him, just find the rhythm, and get in it. I'm just gonna keep playing on the same very even rhythm, and I'm gonna continue playing with that, and let him, like, put his own music in that, however it fits.
Okay. Is he just kind of continues to play? He doesn't really seem to be looking for variety. He's just playing more and more of these really basic chords. He starts missing them and starts falling off tempo. And just kind of just din 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 din, and he drops the rhythm of it and just can't pick it back up. Like, he's trying really, really hard, and he just kind of leaps off, just like kind of really starts focusing and bringing it back in, but you're kind of hearing him play more mechanically than he is with soul and rhythm.
See, it's because you told him to follow the beat, and Kaz is a white guy. So...
In fact, he's a ginger. He has no rhythm or soul.
How's he a bard if he has no rhythm?
Power chords.
Now I'm just imagining him. He's basically
Nirvana.
He's hair metal.
Yeah. Listen, let's not talk about his level 3s.
Oh man.
So I'm
not equipped to deal with all this. I'm really not, and I don't even like Kaz like that. I'm trying to be nice. So, he's playing. Though I'm gonna start playing faster. I'm gonna start trying to match him.
It's not that he's playing fast as much as it's just like, you recognize this is just amateur shit. Just this chord, this chord, this chord. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There is no zest and flair in the playing. There's no storytelling in the play, in the music that he's making. That when you play as a bard, you can tell a story without words. He's just reading sheet music.
All right.
And you see this is really bothering him. And it sounds like he's starting to bring it back around, but it's just bad.
I gotta let him play through it.
Okay.
These are his emotions. I have to let him play through it.
Playing through it ultimately leads to him stopping. And just very calmly walks to the end of just where your stand is. He just walks to the other side of it near the water. And he just very quietly and solemnly takes off his loot. And throws it into the ocean.
No, I'm gonna jump in the ocean and grab his loot. I'm gonna put my loot on the ground in my bag of put my loot back in my bag of holding, put that on the ground, and I'm gonna jump into the ocean for that loot.
Okay, roll a perception check.
It's gonna be 18, 20... Yeah, 20.
Okay. You just see it bloop right in, and as it floats, but it begins to fill with water. And just as you get over to it, you're able to just swim down and grab it. When you come back up, he's gone.
It's gone.
Now you have 2 loots.
Two loots and no friends. So I'm gonna when I get out, I'm gonna try to
you swim back.
I'm gonna try to get all the water out of the loot and dry it as quickly as possible so it doesn't warp or anything.
When you swim back over, and as you gotta kind of climb up one of the great legs of the pier, a hand reaches down to help you up.
Okay, and I'm gonna take the hand.
Okay, it pulls you up, and as you raise to the docks, the hand releases and something slams into it. And the person you look at just kind of wipe the water of your eyes and says, "Doesn't that feel good in your hand? Perfectly balanced for the sea." You! By a sword, they're perfectly balanced for sea.
Why aren't you at the jerky stand?
And he looks over and goes, I am.
But you're not.
I'm not?
No.
I have to sell a boat.
No, you have to sell jerky.
I do?
Yes.
Wait, no. I sell a boat. I made a lot of money selling the boat. 3 gold pieces. And he leans into you. A fortune.
A fine fortune indeed. But you'll make a lot more selling jerky.
Roll a persuasion. This is going to be a very high check because he has made 4 gold. So I'm going to say this is an 18 check.
Nat 20.
I'm looking at it. It's legit.
He write it down.
Where's Anakin?
All
at?
right.
Yeah, I think I had a nat 20 against you.
And you had a nat 20.
And I had a nat 22. I almost forgot about that.
It's my second level in.
Without breaking eye contact, he reaches down and he pulls out a picture, a crudely drawn boat, and he just tears it in half.
My heart grew 3 sizes.
He says, "My last employer, he gave me a name. And as I'm to understand, employers give employee names. I have been doing a fine entrepreneur, and I deserve a name."
He's just collected names up in this motherfucker.
Well, you do have a list already out.
What does he look like? I need some imagery here.
The way Swordley looks is he is thin, malnourished thin, but he has very, I don't want to say, I mean to say puffy, but not as if it were inflated, but they're clothes that are meant to function as either long pants are pulled up and tied to be shorts.
Okay.
He has one right now all the way down to pant, the other up to shorts. He's wearing a very dirty vest that is pretty well torn up. He has just black hair that is just down around his face. He's kind of pushed it back, and as you kind of observe more, his hair would be about, like, above shoulder, like, beyond shoulder length. But in order to keep it out of his face, he's just pulled it back and tied it into a knot.
Ouch.
And he has actually more of a dark caramel skin.
Oh, so he's Aladdin.
Okay. I'm going to say, from now on, your name is going to be Guadalupe.
Okay. Guadalupe. Ooh. It sounds like a perfectly balanced sword coming off the tongue. Guadalupe.
A perfectly balanced sword with a side of jerky.
Ooh, yes. A perfectly balanced sword with a side of jerky. Jerky in one hand, sword in the other. Your enemies on the ground? In the ground. On the ground, in the ground.
Both.
From which man will never see.
And I'm going to put my arm around him. We're going to walk back towards the jerky stand.
Okay. And he stands in front of it, and with one hand of rusted swords, he says, "Swords! Jerky!"
And when he says swords and jerky, I'm going to strum as loud as I can on my lute.
Okay.
Swords!
And then he says, "From which man has never seen."
And I'm going to do a little flourish.
All right, roll me a performance check.
I also bought swords from him. Ungrateful.
Oh, that's going to be 8, 12, plus 3... 15?
Okay.
Could be worse.
You're not being drowned out by him, and a couple people are actually coming over. He's a little off-putting to them, but they kind of approach you very quickly. And they are looking to buy from you. So the most that... What are you charging for jerky? I think you said 2 copper to double your profit?
Yeah.
All right. You are going to receive 7... It would be 8. 8 copper pieces.
8 copper.
8 copper pieces. You now have... You now have... Well, okay, you lost a good amount. So we're going to say you can still bank a profit of 6 silver. Like, what you paid your buying is 6 silver and... I say 8. 2 copper pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll get you even. So the most you can make is a gold, 6 silver... 7 silver, and 6 copper pieces.
Okay.
Write that down so I have any idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Alright, so I got 1 gold out of that.
1 gold. So the max profit you can make now at 2 copper a piece is 1 gold, 6 silver pieces,
Max profit. 1 gold. 6 silver.
Let's do 8 silver pieces and 6 copper.
8 silver pieces and 6 copper.
Money math is hard.
Yes.
Not when you're banking in gold.
And that's per how long?
And that's if you sold all of your jerky.
I sold all my jerky.
All of it.
How much have I sold now?
You've sold a good amount of it. A lot of it got thrown into the ocean.
Yeah.
So you're kind of... You've essentially lost 2 silver pieces. You've lost...
How much did I pay for it?
1 gold piece.
Okay.
Yeah, you paid 1 gold piece. All right, so the 2 of you are going to be wheeling and dealing
Man, really turn in that profit.
for probably the rest of the day.
Yeah.
All right, Adela.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna after selling for a little bit, I'm
Okay.
gonna let Guadalupe do the stand, and I'm gonna look for Cass. Cass
Cass?
or Cass.
Okay. All right. Then Adela. Adela, as you walk out of the bar, you see everybody kind of going in their own directions. Lestel gets up and meets with Tribute. You're not entirely sure where Addie might have went. You just see a very strange, limping gentleman, like a normal stride going into a weird limp. You just kind of walk off. Now, the way this is set up is to the north is where the water would be. To the northwest is where you would find the pier. And right kind of northeast is where you would hit the rooms. And then directly to the east, you would eventually just hit rocks, and behind you is the jungle.
I guess I'll just go north towards the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You start walking towards the water. You're in that divide where a lot of large ships can enter and leave from. Probably if you just went straight forward, you would see where the rocking ship is. And a little bit more to the east of that is where the floating rooms are. But the beach is there, and you can stand on the beach or stand in the water. You can do whatever you'd like.
Guess I'm just gonna swim around the water. I'm saying I guess I'm just gonna swim in the water.
All right. So as you go out to swim around, you can see where there's not a lot of wildlife around the docks. Like a fair amount actually take shelter underneath. They can still find loose scraps that fall off. You see the bottom of boats. It is you swim a little bit, maybe get a little bit further out. You can see where smaller boats, like small rowboats, sank to the bottom. A little bit more of the aquatic life is more active further out. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I see nothing.
What'd you roll?
A 1.
A 1?
I see nothing.
Let's find out if fish can drown.
Oh, geez, those dice are awful.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no kidding.
Yeah.
Roll those for, like, NPCs or enemies.
Yeah.
As you swim a little bit, as you swim around more, you actually start to lose direction. You're just kind of maybe lost now in thought. What was the idea? What was the feeling that you're just wandering now? What's driving Adela to that?
Just trying to figure out what to do now. Don't get paid for our mission we went on for Kenju's.
Okay.
And Mazhog's gone. He was gonna pay us anyways. He actually liked me. Addie, who liked me, is gone. Went off on his own way, so... The other two yelled at me, and Reeves I don't know that well yet, so... I'm just kind of wandering.
Okay. Roll me a madness check.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
Oh, don't use that dice.
I mean, hey, that was a 17.
Okay.
So, that's...
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't use it.
As you
Yeah,
kind of
I
sit and
forget.
resonate more on these thoughts, you just kind of find yourself swimming a bit further away from the docks, kind of in partial part to where you swam in from after your run-in with that host of Umberly.
Mm.
But as you're out, you feel this familiar presence. It's just, it feels like it's something being carried by the water. and this isn't a presence that you recall. It's familiar. It was most familiar the day the boat sank, when you were first brought to that boat and you were attacked in that holding area. That great being underwater with the glowing eyes. You feel that presence around you again. It seems to be directionless, but it feels omnipresent now. What do you want to do with that?
Just kind of keep swimming.
Are you swimming away from the island or just kind of staying in the waters of it?
Just in the waters of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You swim around a little bit more. You resonate now on... Is it kind of what you're going to do?
Yeah.
So these people you've become loosely acquainted with, kind of the stability that you had found is all just kind of falling apart now. You've got some pretty dire information from Saywin about who you really are and what you might be. You just sit on that.
Or swim on that.
Or swim on that. Tribute.
Yes.
So you and Lestel are heading over to the market to find some fair food.
Yep, some food and a sit down.
Okay. The market is filled up again. And as you're walking around, you're following your nose a bit to fried foods. It's not super common. You haven't seen a lot of it. But you're certain you could probably find it somewhere. So go ahead and roll me a perception check.
5.
5. As you walk around, you are just bombarded with this smell of fish. Of just awful, awful, rotting fish. And a voice rings out that says, "Possibly expired fish! I should catch more, but I don't have room and I can't put it back. Moderately expired fish! Just take it, please!" Someone else goes, "No! All of my fruit is rotted! I don't have another shipment! Just, please!" And Lestel says, that does not sound appetizing
I wish I was there.
at all. Perhaps looking for any kind of street fare might not be what we'll find. We should maybe just find some fresh fruit. Not from that gentleman, he doesn't seem to have any.
That seems like a good idea.
He just kind of nods. Yeah.
The atmosphere is a little bleak here.
A bit. Though the atmosphere of a market is usually a bit electrifying for me. Just being out amongst people who don't seem to notice you enough is enough for me. And as the two of you walk, you eventually come out of this very large crowd. You've kind of missed a couple vendors. They've been very busy or they're running out of fruit. And as you're coming out of the crowd, you see that there is one fruit vendor. There's very few things left. It appears to mostly be like pineapples or coconuts. Some just very locally sourced things. And as you approach, you see right next to it a flatbed ship with the symbol of 2 waves crashing together and a cloaked, masked figure walking around the front.
Is this the same cloaked, masked figure that I've spoken with earlier?
Yes, it is.
Ah.
Estelle kind of points over and he says, "Variety is the spice of life." And he starts kind of reaching into his pouch and pulling out some change, and he walks up and begins to talk with the purveyor of the stand.
This is the same ship, right? It's not a new
Yes.
Umberly ship. Okay. I'm gonna kind of let Lestel do his thing. I'm gonna kind of watch. Is the cleric doing anything different? I shouldn't say cleric. I don't know if they're a cleric or not. But...
No, the priest just seems to be lighting the candles again. The sun's going to be setting soon, and he wants to make sure it's well lit. But there's quite a few people now sitting in the pews that are on the flat of the ship.
Lestel's having a good talk. I'm gonna go see if the priest of Umberly has anything interesting to say.
Okay. You board the ship, The masked figure turns and looks to you and kind of waves you over.
You having a service tonight?
I don't usually perform services. I just bring the boat, people pray, and then they leave. It's not too often another follower is brought to me as often. What have you come for this time? Looking for more healing? Looking for some information? Perhaps you were brought here.
Certainly a lot has happened since I've spoken to you last. I seem to keep ending up on this ship.
Yes, fate's funny that way. And then he kind of turns and he says, and you're welcome any time.
I need to stop coming on this boat. He'll get a copper piece from me, just for pleasantries.
You have donated and you have earned a respite or a piece of wisdom. Is something on your mind?
As someone who deals in healing, you directed me to the rocking ship last time. Is there a place other than the rocking ship that an injured person might go on this island?
Well, for guaranteed healing for what would be certain goods, certain provided tasks, the rocking ship would be the best. There are plenty of disgraced medics here. Ship medics who leave their boats for their time in dock that they would do a little bit of practice on the side for a little extra coin. I would imagine if you were to find someone like that, you would either find them on a boat or somewhere where sailors would come together, perhaps in secret, or where they would find safety in numbers.
It's the only such place of that I was aware of on this island. I think is closed indefinitely. Is there another place besides the shipwreck?
The Jade Reef?
The Jade Reef?
Yes. It is actually why I still remain here. Their ports have closed as well. Less your ships of certain rank, I suppose. But wherein, respectively, kind of looks out to everybody and they're just kind of talking and some of them are praying. I'm sure you could find an off-hours medic if you looked hard enough. Are you looking for someone?
Possibly. I'm in a bit of need of healing myself, nothing that rest won't do, but there's someone else in need of healing as well that I think might possibly be headed there.
Well, I can offer no such healing, but you're welcome to sit and rest.
I appreciate the offer. I believe I should find my companion before he realizes me missing.
Very good. When you walk off the boat, you see Lestel with 2 pineapples. He's got one under one arm, and he's kind of holding the other one, looking very curious at it. And he just kind of, almost secretively, opens his mouth. And kind of like brings it to it, and then pulls away. And when he sees you, he just kind of like quickly pulls it away in embarrassment. He says, yes. I've read of this particular fruit, though the stories I've read never illustrated how to consume them. Perhaps you would be better to try than I. And he hands you the pineapple.
Bless him.
And I want you to roll me an intelligence check.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever seen an unpeeled pineapple in my life. That's a 9 minus 1 is an 8. I'm going to try and take a bite of this
So your
pineapple.
logic is, you're just not opening your mouth wide enough?
My teeth can bite through this, right?
So...
If I take any kind of, prickling damage, I'm, going to die.
So with that, Breeze, you've been selling some jerky. You look across and you see Lestel and Tribute
Trying to fit a pineapple in her
trying
mouth.
to just, like, sideways bite into a pineapple. And, like, they've gotten a couple bites in, but it's not going
Can I
great.
just walk up
Yes,
with
you
a dagger
can.
and just cut one in half? Like, while they're biting it?
So, while they're biting, you just
Don't
walk
dare
up
nick my nose
and
with
you
that
just
dagger.
you just put the dagger into the side of it. And when you do, just juice runs right out. And Lestel goes, "Ah! You must peel them first." And he kind of pulls out his dagger, and he just starts scraping the side of it. And he looks to Breeze, kind of like with this, looking for affirmation. Like, is this... No?
And I'm going to take it. I'm going to properly peel them and cut the top off and then slice the sides. Like you properly peel.
Ah, yes, that... He looks over to Tribute and says, "That... We should go." That is just very embarrassing.
I'm going to peel this pineapple and give it to him. And
I'm literally a
And I'll give him-
I'm a professor somewhere. We should go.
And I'm going to say to Tribute, have you seen Cass or Kaz?
No.
Because he kind of had a moment. And I kind of want to talk to him about it.
Well, he's not out here, and I haven't been anywhere else. Do you need help looking for him?
Don't worry about it. If I don't see him, I'll see him eventually, I hope. I think I might go to Taxi Town sometime later. Would you want to come? You and your elderly fellow?
My elderly fellow.
Lestel.
Lestel, nice to meet you. I
Nice
shake
to
his
meet you.
hand.
Your name is?
Breeze.
Breeze. It's a pleasure. Thank you for your helpful advice.
Anytime.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
We're on a tropical island.
Correct.
He knows how to peel pineapples or, get the skin off.
Sure.
His name is Breeze. Does that make you Hawaiian Breeze?
Does that make you Island Breeze?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Island Breeze. Yes.
Okay. I mean, I don't object to it.
Yeah.
-1 inspiration for stepping on my joke. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'll take it.
No, actually, it's Bahama Breeze.
-1 inspiration for piling up.
I don't think I'm in much
Please.
shape to take a trip this night.
Oh, not tonight, but soon. Maybe tomorrow. Trust me. Just as much as you need rest, I'm going to need some rest tonight, too.
I don't remember how the last fight went. Did everyone look pretty roughed up?
I think everyone did. I think most everyone.
I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
take any
think.
damage. It's mostly emotional.
Oh,
damage.
emotional
Actually-
damage.
It's like, man, I need to-
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say. Actually, the druid and the bard took no damage. Everyone else did.
Yeah.
Everyone's too busy wailing on Mazhug to wail on
I took
anyone.
1/3
Basically.
damage, so I still had 2/3.
So with that conversation, the sun's beginning to set. Do you guys want to head towards your rooms?
I don't have a room.
You want to head to? Do you want one?
Can I have one now?
You can go to the bar and ask.
Massac's dead, so that's the only thing stopping
The bar
me
was
before.
closed.
Bar's closed.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can get a room.
You could room with Frisky.
Is Frisky still there?
You could go check.
I have hella berries. You can make jungle juice out of it.
Yo, me, Frisky, and Jungle Juice. It's a crazy night.
Dude, keep those.
Yeah, but then it's just pure poison. So, like I don't think that would help him.
You've been given like a gallon of poison.
Uh-huh.
You haven't
I have a
used
tail.
any of it.
That I'm not getting paid for. I don't think you understand.
No.
That I don't want to kill people.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
just
go
want money.
and go to the bar and see if I get a room.
Okay. So after these couple hours pass, you go over to the bar and you see that it's not like doors wide open, but when you come in, you see that the blood has been cleaned, the tables have been set back up, and that older human is beginning to just wipe down the bar. He's put everything back in order, and he looks up to you and he goes, "Finally, someone's coming in. Hopefully everyone else will start back. Not everyone's going to be afraid of the attack. What can I get you? What are you looking for?"
I'm gonna say, am I the first person to come back?
Yeah.
Oh, so you haven't seen Cass?
Who?
The little redhead kid.
Oh!
He
The
was
kid-
playing
The kid who cried cutting fish heads.
Yes.
Yeah, haven't seen him.
Alright. How much for a room?
He kind of like looks around, like looking at the walls. I don't know, 5 silver.
I got 3.
Yeah, 3 silvers.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll give him 3 silver for a room.
He just grabs a key off the wall and tosses it to you. He says, meal and drink in the morning included.
Alright. I'm gonna say, have you seen Frisky?
Who?
Other cat person? Other tabaxi?
Nope.
Alright.
Can't say I have.
Alright. I'm gonna go up to my room then.
Alright.
Take a long rest.
Okay. Addie.
Yes, I am recruiting for pirates for a crew I don't belong to, and waiting to meet with Ledley.
Okay. So, as you've been talking to a couple people, trying to get them aboard, their first question is, how did it go in the bar?
It was gruesome, but we did what we had to do, and Mass Hug's dead.
And like with that news, just the room is just alight with words, with whispers. It says, does that mean Anna's gonna be in the Boiling Sea Gang now?
We'll have to wait and see. So do you want to be on the winning side or what?
Go ahead, start that again.
Do you want to be on the winning side or what?
Just gotta look at each other and go, yeah. All right, where's your ship?
Can't tell you that yet. What I want you to do is meet me in the middle of town in about an hour.
Okay. All right. roll me 2d20s.
Okay. Man, if anyone can bullshit this, do you not think it's me? I'm just saying. 3 and a 14.
Okay. You have been able to recruit 17 people.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I like that I just killed some of her men, and then I got her more.
And just restock them.
Yep.
All right.
I'm the kind of enemy you want.
So with that, with you talking to people, with you kind of getting everything put together, you've kind of eaten up a good portion of the evening.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that you're an hour out from where you're supposed to meet them. Do you want to do anything else?
I want to meet with Ladley.
Okay. All right. So you go to the hallway, and it's the first door on the right.
Mm-hmm.
You see there is a door that it's a wooden door. It seems to be pretty well built. Mm-hmm. You don't see any latches on the outside, so you get the idea that it might be really well reinforced.
Mm-hmm.
There's a small handle on it you could turn, or you could knock.
I'm gonna knock.
Okay.
I'm not a savage.
The elderly voice of Ladley comes out and says, I told you I'm not taking requests, complaints, or anything. You know the rules of the room. Handle it.
That's not what you told me. I'm gonna yell through the door.
You kind of hear like a chair, like it was on 2 legs, just kind of hit the ground to floor. It says, is that you, Eddie?
Yeah.
Well, you hear footsteps, a lock slides, and he opens the door and he says, you dressed up to see an old man.
I'm gonna stick my hand out like I'm reintroducing myself, and I'm gonna say, the name's Anakin now.
And he gives you a look of kind of annoyance. He says, Addie, please. I have dealt with your kind enough. Come in. Close the door behind you.
Alright.
Now, we have much to speak on. I suppose the boat should be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm more interested in why you did what you did. You've been, to my knowledge, trying to keep a fairly low profile. And you challenged someone who may rise to be a part of one of the most dangerous gangs Yondir has ever seen. You've made yourself a target. Why would I associate with someone who's made themselves so dangerous?
Well, I'd gone to save Mazhug because I had invested time, effort, and that was a piss waste. She died. Now, I'm joining the pirate crew. It's the only thing I've got left. That's what I'm doing.
You're joining whose pirate crew?
Captain Anna.
You believe that you'll be able to join?
I believe so. Crews like that, the moment they come and go. Who's to say I'm not one?
True. I don't disagree.
It's not the kind of environment where everyone knows each other.
You're right. Except when you're on sea for as long as a pirate is, you get to know each other very well. But I'm sure you'll handle that.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Now, this boat you're offering,
Yes.
tell me more.
It has technology on it of which I've never seen before. I know the man who built it is crazy, but I've seen it work. You can actually travel underwater. As long as someone's pumping air to you, you can go as far down in the ocean as you want. That is a whole area no one has ever explored, really.
You're right. Now, keeping in mind that associating with you, who is certain to become a member of the Boiling Sea Gang, I would be making a deal and possibly aligning myself with someone who would have ill repute amongst people who have ill repute.
Well, how about this? We made a deal when I was Addie. Addie's dead now. You don't have to do anything with that. You sell the boat, you give me money, we're good. That's your deal.
Addie, as I'm coming to understand, is probably just a pseudonym, just another name.
Just another name, yes.
In all the places you've been, and all the identities you've taken, that person, that name, you believe, is never dead. It is still spoken. It is still known. In Bayside Warf, Addie will most likely be wanted. You can change your name as you like, and if you join the gang, you may fool some of the people all of the time, but not all of the people all of the time. Addie, you're running such a gambit to join this gang. The Boiled Sea Gang. They would sooner torture you for what you know than dump you in the boiling sea before giving you an ounce of mercy. I really want you to think about what you're doing before you try to join that gang.
I know it's a gamble, but that's how I make my living.
Fine. I will suffer an alliance with the Boiling Sea Gang for now. What was the offer?
The original owner wanted 180. I'm aiming a little higher, just to make profit.
What are you asking?
200.
180.
190.
180.
185.
You're asking me to align myself with a dangerous person, a part of a very dangerous gang.
And I'm joining the gang for no profit.
That's who I'm speaking of. Anakin, the bloodthirsty pirate, who would sooner gladly slit the throats of his allies to further his progression. I will pay his asking price. No more. I would have been happy to have given Addie the extra gold for profit. Addie and I shared a drink. He occupied my time when no one else would. It's difficult to be a man in my position of power. People fear. But Addie was kind enough to sit with me. I would give him 200 gold. but I will not give Anakin the bloodthirsty pirate Denny.
So you're saying, if I join this gang, I don't get profit, but if I risk my life just being me, you'll give me money.
I would have, Anakin, but Addie is dead. I will deliver 180 gold pieces to Miro, and you can collect your profit from him.
Okay.
Leave my office.
And before I leave, I'm going to say, thank you for your time.
And you.
I lightly leave.
Damn, son.
I also lied. That wasn't his asking price. I'm a piece of shit. That's all you need to know.
You got 5 gold over.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're at base good enough to do that without rolls.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. You go to leave. The night is young. This probably took maybe half hour at most. So you see people are beginning to... There's like 4 or 5 people standing right outside the bar, kind of guessing where you meant for them to meet up at. They're still a good distance off.
Okay.
As you're leaving the community center, what would you like to do?
I'd like to meet up with my new crew members.
Okay.
Where are you gonna take him?
I'm as excited for this as everyone else. I'm sorry for not getting a lot of playtime right now, but this is so worth chasing down.
No, I'm right with you.
I have the worst plan ever, don't worry.
Okay.
God.
All right.
I'm not gonna step on your toes. Go ahead.
So, so you walk out there. There's like maybe like 7 or 8 people out there right now. It's about a half hour till the full meeting time. You suspect more and more people will be showing up a lot sooner than later. Mm-hmm. So there's a good group of people out there now.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to say, gentlemen, follow me.
So do you want to wait the whole hour till everyone is there, or do you want to just take these 8?
Oh, it's the 8, just the 8. Okay. Then I guess I'll shoot the shit with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Roll me a deception.
All right. Let's get it. Hoo hoo hoo. My favorite one.
Listen, Sarah, they're all the same goddamn thing. They're older than your parents, and they're terrible.
There's a man passed out on the side of the road right here. Like,
Yeah.
have you seen what is happening?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
What is happening to him? Is he drinking from the stream? Is he dead?
I'd like to think he's drinking from the stream, and that's all I carry.
Oh,
That's why I'm looking at it. I'm like, what happened to that man?
Okay, so
He got thrown off his horse.
Kicked
and
in the
he's
head.
arrested.
Soft 20.
Okay, so... Oh, the soft 20, you're standing out there, and you're just spitting the game. These people are absolutely enamored by you. And up until that time, I believe it was 17, you have all 17 people you recruited.
Awesome.
They all show up, and they're just kind of standing around talking. A lot of them are very drunk. A lot of them are high on various substances. What would you like to do?
I would like to take them down to the docks.
Okay. All
I
right.
figured this ship's gotta be docked somewhere.
So,
Oh,
roll me a persuasion check with advantage because you deceived them so well. You've got, like, the 8 you met, they are really rallying for you.
Go read the names on the sides of the shit.
Okay, so that is well over 25. And not.
Okay.
So
this group, this group of 17, they are fully behind you. A lot of them are unarmored, but they all have a means of self-defense, whether they just have, like, oars that are broken off and a couple of nails driven through them for, like, spiked clubs, or just pieces of wood they found.
Mm-hmm.
Parts of chairs or whatever. The 17 of them, they are loud, they are rowdy. They are ready to be a part of the most powerful gang this island has ever seen. You begin to take them down to the docks, which have largely closed now. You see there are vagrants and drunks and users just kind of hanging around. As you're walking, you see Swordsley.
Mm-hmm.
He is sitting on, like, the counter for the jerky stand.
Alright.
And you see he has swords in one hand, and it looks like he's just kind of talking to himself, looking at the swords and talking to himself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to just pass him?
Yeah, he's not selling my boat right now, so I don't have any interest in it.
Okay. All right. So
Raven?
as you go walking down, you see there are the great boats that are docked there.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are, in quotations, trading vessels.
Yeah, I was guessing, like,
Yeah.
merchant ships and stuff like that.
All right. So go ahead and roll a perception to find the ship that Captain Ana is on.
Not
You'll
an
do so
insight?
No, not an insight. You will do so at disadvantage with an extremely high check.
Oh, yay! Nine.
Okay.
The other one was 17.
As you're walking down and looking, you're not seeing anything that seems like extra piratey. You actually get to the end of the docks,
Mm-hmm.
and you've run out of boats to see.
Okay.
And you start hearing kind of confused murmuring coming from the crowd. And one of these guys, he's actually a gnome. He was one of the 8 that originally showed up. And he looks up to you and he says, where is the boat?
Wasn't taking you to the boat yet. Look at that sunset. It's
Oh.
beautiful.
It's dark now.
I mean, it was.
And you were looking, you just told us that you were going to take us to the boat.
I didn't mean right away.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you're so impatient.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
What are we doing now?
Now, we celebrate.
Okay. With what?
No, half of you are drunk already. Might as well catch up. Let's go to the bar I just murdered somebody in.
Do you think that's a good idea?
Is it a bad one?
He kind of looks back. A couple people, they go, yeah, yeah. They all just kind of nodding. The drunk people are like, yeah, that's bad.
Are you
just
scared?
murdered. Roll an intimidation or persuasion with advantage.
Persuasion.
Whichever you like with advantage.
Persuasion. Alright. That is 19. And 9. So 19.
Okay. He just kind of shrinks down a little bit and goes, no.
Because scaredy cats don't make good pirates. Just saying.
Okay, I guess. Lead the way.
And grow some balls and follow me!
All right, you're going to lead them back.
To Massucks.
Okay, back to the shipwrecked?
Yeah.
All right. Adela,
Yes.
you are, you've been swimming in the water a little bit and you've been resonating on it. Is there anything specific you'd like to do now?
No.
Watch the boat go.
I guess I'm just gonna go back to my room at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Roll a perception check.
Got 14.
Nope.
No. Okay. You
One.
sure?
Yep. All right.
Is crit fail again?
Yes.
Oh man.
On different dice.
Yeah.
As you go swimming back in,
Catching up to Key.
the water has gotten very dark. The moon is well obscured by some clouds, and you're actually beginning to lose vision. And as you're swimming, you feel your head bonk into something hard. And as you feel to investigate more, it appears to be a ship.
Okay. What do I notice about this ship?
Underwater now, nothing.
It's got some
Can I
articles,
rise to the
probably.
surface and kind of look?
Okay. When you rise to the surface, you see this ship is lit up. It is well inhabited. As you look around now, you have swam far from Bayside Wharf. You can't tell exactly where, but you're far from it. And as you look, this boat is anchored not too far off land. Not so close that it has to worry about running ashore, but it's anchored out not too far off. The boat has a nice red, has like a nice kind of red onto it. Nice dark brown wood around. And let's say this is the SS Keelanta.
What?
The SS Keelanta.
Uh-huh.
Is that a subgenre of anime? I just want to know, as I don't make this mistake twice.
Nope. We're good.
Good, okay.
Wait. Context for that phrase?
Keelanta?
No, is that a...
Is that a sub... Because Yondir is a subgenre of anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
And,
like, are you making a joke? Are you telling us everyone on this island's gonna try and kill us or something?
and that was... I didn't know that when I named it, but I'm not going back on it.
There's a little island next to it that ignores it mostly, called Sundare.
I really like that. So you see the SS Keelanta, and as you were listening, it sounds like a celebration.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of. They look friendly. Do they look friendly?
They look friendly towards each other.
Okay. I'm gonna look up and kind of try and get someone's attention and ask someone where we are.
All right. Roll an athletics. This is just kind of your ability to shout loud enough for anyone to hear you.
Okay. Hey, nat 20.
Holy shit! All right. So you
You've
start.
marked a nat 20 now. Along with all my ones check.
So you start shouting up, and a couple people stop and they look over the side, and you see there is an elven man. He looks over and goes, "Is someone out there?"
Down here?
He looks down and just kind of. Did you fall off the ship?
No, I've been out swimming.
In the ocean?
Yes.
No, in the swimming
Are-
pool.
Are you a mermaid?
No,
Oh,
I don't think so. I'm
What?
not entirely sure, but I don't think so.
what do you want?
I just was wondering where we are. And what you're apparently celebrating.
Roll a persuasion check.
That's 2.
Okay. And he says, "Why don't you come up and find out?" And he lowers a rope down.
I'm gonna cautiously take it.
Okay. All right. Do you climb up?
Cautiously, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Since you're moving up cautiously, is there anything you want to do before you board the ship?
Just kind of keep looking around, trying to see if I can notice anything.
Roll a perception check.
And if they try to be dirty at all, they're going to be very disappointed. Just saying.
Perception. That is a 18.
Okay. As you have climbed up, you see that the deck is just alive with singing and dancing. They're just... It's a lot of mostly guys. They're very poorly bathed. And they're just reveling. Barrels of ale just open from the top. People are dunking their heads in, and when they pull out, someone just pours a mug into it and pulls out their share. And with a 19, you look around, and it's a very fun atmosphere, but you see the familiar patchwork armor that you had just seen in the bar earlier that day. And as you pull up onto the ship, you see that the guy you were talking to has gotten 2 other people, and they have they're both now approaching you with their scimitars drawn. What do you do?
I think I've boarded the wrong ship.
He says, "Oh no. I think you're on the right ship, all right." Let's roll for initiative.
Man,
No.
if Adela joins this pirate crew, I'm gonna be pissed. If I'd been there, I could have helped.
Yeah, whose fault was it you weren't with me?
Man, that sounds like a you problem, because you went and swam.
What's your initiative?
12.
I was
12?
productive.
Mm-hmm.
I sold my boat, which was numero uno priority. It was, yes.
You said it before we started.
Yep.
All right. So starting off the top of the order is going to be Pirate 1, who is going to run forward. He's going to try and tackle you. He's pretty much going to try to pin you to the side of the boat. Go ahead and give me an athletics or an acrobatics.
Yeah, 15. Oh, no, I just see that. Be 17.
He runs over and he just tries to wrap his arms around your waist and slam you against the side of the boat. But as he does, you move away quickly and he just grabs onto a whole load of water and slams against the side of the boat. He pulls his scimitar out again. It is your turn.
Alright, it's my cards.
Where you're at now is, it's a very large boat and the deck is, we're just going to say right now 60 feet. There's probably about maybe 30 or 40 people on deck right now. They don't seem to have noticed quite yet. In the middle of the boat, there's a very large mast that leads up to sails. Where you're at now is, you are just literally leaning against the bar of it.
Can I just jump back to the water?
You will take an attack of opportunity.
Alright.
Miss. 3 at base. With that, you look around, you read the room surprisingly well, and you just pull over the side. His scimitar slams against the wood, and you dive into the water. They're going to take... 2 people are going to run up with crossbows. They're going to take a couple shots through the water at you. It'll be a disadvantage. That will hit. It'll miss. So you are going to take a devastating d6 of damage, 7 points.
That's a lot when you're only level 2.
It is.
Yeah.
And with that, you are going to be able to swim away. As you just kind of read the flow, you're able to get yourself back to Bayside Warf.
Okay.
And let's come back over to Addie. You are leading everyone back to the
Bar? Yep.
to the shipwreck.
Mm-hmm.
So as you come approaching up, Breeze, this is about the time you're walking. Like the way you're going, you're just getting to the docks where your rooms are.
Mhm.
Where, roll me a perception check. Let's just see if you can get into a part of this.
12. 12.
Now also add half of your proficiency to it because you have Jack of all trades. Oh no, you are proficient with that, right?
Yes.
Okay, then you're good. All right, it's not hard for you to see a very large crowd walking.
Can I tell who's leading the crowd?
You do see that the brown coat is very familiar. You spent a lot of time just looking at that coat, though you do not remember what happened to it.
But I recognize the coat.
But you recognize the coat. You see that coat leading a large group of people into the bar.
Can I stealth and follow?
Steal for
Good roll of stealth. What is your passive perception, Addie?
10.
10? You have no perception at all?
Nope.
Okay. No wisdom at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Just intelligence. Clearly, I did not see that this is not wise.
12.
That's why I'm character decisioning it up and going.
12 for stealth.
12 for stealth?
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty much going to beat everybody's passive perception as they would... Maybe. It's fine.
There's one wise gnome that's like,
yeah,
this
that
is
gnome
a
is
bad
like,
idea.
who's that? But there is one. He knew it was, and you called him a pussy.
I did.
All right, so...
Because I have charisma, not wisdom, damn it.
You begin to stealth in. Mm-hmm. You're a good amount behind this great crowd of people. Are you taking them into the bar?
Yes.
Okay. Addie, you take them in, and 17 people actually begins to fill this place fairly well.
Yeah.
There's actually
customers.
a couple people in there now. It's really slow about now that it didn't close down like it normally does to restock everything, because nothing really got sold today.
Yeah.
So there's still a couple people in there now, but when you come in with this group of people, like the 5 or 6 people immediately leave.
Ruining your business.
And there is the bartender. He sees you walk up. Are you going to be the person who approaches the bar?
I'm just gonna shout, like, everyone gets around on me.
Okay. All right. The bartender is happy to serve. So he starts dishing out. So you have 17 people.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to cost you, let's call it 2 gold pieces.
Alright, done. I am also going to try to gamble with these guys.
Okay.
Try to, I'm gonna tell them, this is what we do in our pastime.
Sure.
I'm gonna try to swindle these guys real hard.
Okay. Breeze, as you kind of sneak up to the windows, you see the brown coat with a large group of people drinking in the bar now.
Can I hear anything?
It's very loud. It's kind of the sound of revelry.
Could I get into the bar without being noticed?
Ooh, that's a tall order, but you can.
Just I don't need to like sneaking into the bar. I just want to just not draw attention to myself.
Yeah.
I just want to kind of just be a bartender, like sit in the corner somewhere.
Roll a stealth check. Not trying to hide, just being conspicuous.
Inconspicuous. 19.
Good. All right. You're able to walk in now. Where the brown coat is it's kind of an aisle down the middle. Mm-hmm. There's tables to each side. The brown coat is kind of sitting on an aisle seat with his back facing the door. So he's indulging in a game. Where do you want to sit?
I want to sit kind of across from the brown coat, but facing away, just so he can't see me.
Okay.
The brown coat can't see me, but I can hear, and if I am with a turn of my head, see what he's doing. Okay.
Go ahead and roll. Are you trying to? Just go ahead and roll a perception check.
That's a pretty good perception check. 20, more than 20.
You see that the man wearing the brown coat is Addie.
Ah. That is. I don't want to just leave.
Now, what would Breeze's thought be? What would his thought be seeing Addie in the brown coat?
She's up to something.
He's up to something?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna keep listening, and I'm gonna just see what his plan is. Because the last time I saw him, Addie became Anakin.
Right. Okay. You're sitting. You're gambling with your guys.
Do you want to play a game?
Can I tell what game they're playing?
No.
Because I have a gaming set. So if it's a game I know, I might cut
What game set do you have?
I don't know.
Do you have cards or dice?
Because I think you pick a specific one.
Uh-huh.
You
Cards.
can get like
If I
Sure.
pick it, I have cards.
Let's just say that just for the sake of brevity, let's say that the night continues to go on. We're coming to about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Tribute.
yes.
You get a knock on your door.
Oh boy. I will. Do I have a peephole?
No.
Oh, damn.
There's a window you can look
Make
out.
one with your rapier.
Start
That would
making a
end very
window.
badly for
Little
whoever's
peephole.
knocking. I have
That's
faith
a
in my
good one.
ability to repel intruders. I will open the door a little bit to see who it is.
You've taken a short rest if you feel the need to add it.
We'll see. Oh, that's good enough. I'm good to open the door now.
You open the door, and Kaz is outside of your door.
How's he looking?
Roll an insight.
Efficiency with that one. Sweet, it's an 8.
Okay. Tired.
He looks fine.
At the most, he looks tired.
Yeah, he was hiding under your table the entire time, so.
Is everything alright? Where's Cass?
Cass went back to the room. Last I heard, she went in there shortly after the fight. Can I show you something?
Can I roll another insight?
Sure.
Just because that's weird. Hey, that one's an 18.
Okay. He looks genuinely distraught. There's something... There's just something under the surface for him.
Okay, but he's not like gonna be like, it's a knife, haha!
No, no, you're reading no malicious intent from him.
Like, it's a picture of my penis.
Oh, God.
Alright. Give me a second. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna strap my rapier to my hip before I
Okay.
leave. Take my shield, just in case.
Okay. He waits outside and he says, follow me. And he walks. He actually tries to keep a couple paces ahead of you.
I will jog to keep up.
Okay. It's very quiet as you walk. But he walks you up and past the bar. He actually takes you into that domestic area where the houses were, where you'd first kind of taken all of the survivors of that wreck and let them disperse. He takes you past that. And there's a trail that leads into the jungle.
Like a game trail? Or
It's
like
it's actually a
like a people trail.
a well-walked trail. There's rocks that are put on the side that help to guide the trail should the rain come in and try to wash it away. You can always follow the rocks. This is probably maybe a 10-minute walk. And he's very quiet. He actually doesn't say anything the whole time.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for demonic beings, looking to make a pact with Kaz.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let him go.
This is what we're gonna do all the time now, you. And every night you have to fight a demonic being.
Someone new comes and I follow them somewhere weird and then we fight a bunch of guys. It's fine.
He takes you down this path. It's cooler now. The jungle when you're just being near it, you can remember how humid it is, how there's always just a thick layer of moisture hanging about. But it's cooler now at night, and that moisture is actually a bit colder now. You just smell the dirt kind of being kicked up, and there's just kind of like a quiet coo from the jungle of animals beginning to settle down for the night. But he eventually walks you out to this clearing, where you see there's a lot of fresh dirt. And he stops kind of at the edge of it, and he stares out for a minute. He turns to you and he says, Tribute, killing isn't new for you, right? Like on the boat a couple days ago. Was that the first person you killed?
No. As a paladin, you fight a lot of people quite often. It's kind of part of the job description, although I didn't always used to do this kind of thing, so...
You ever wonder what they do with people when they die? Like the people you kill. You ever see what they do with them?
What do you mean,
And he takes a few steps forward, and he just kind of kneels down, and he starts digging through the dirt, and he pulls something up. And when he pulls it up, it's Mazhug. And he just kind of kneels next to it. This is it. I don't know Mazhug that well, and I'm not that upset she died. But the guy I killed is in here. I haven't done that before. And I don't know if I found him I'd feel better. But I don't know. This is it. This is me one day just thrown in a hole. Right? Cass can't defend me forever. God forbid she ends up in here.
So Tribute's mom senses are tingling. Not that she has any children, but the mom senses are still tingling. Is he like kind of like knelt on the ground?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna kind of like kneel next to him. I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder. I don't think I need to tell you that everybody dies someday, Kaz. You're very aware of it. But don't think of it as when someone dies, your body gets put in the ground and that's the end of it.
No, I know everybody dies and everybody goes to a grave. But everyone I know who died, all the good people I know who died, they went to a grave with a nice stone, with people who cried over it for a while, that I would sing a song about, bartenders that I knew, friends that, got stabbed in alleys and such like that. But losing someone is one thing, but taking someone away, like you do, apparently a lot. You think about that? You think about those people you take away?
I do. It's not... I know it looks easy.
It is. It is. It was so easy.
But you have to remember, not everybody gets a grave. Not everybody gets a nice tombstone. Not even everyone gets put in the ground. Some don't even make it that far. So you just have to remember, if you're going to kill someone, when you kill someone, that you've done this thing. You've taken something precious from someone. You've taken someone out of someone's life. Mazhug, you didn't know her well, but there are many people in this town who did. The guy that you killed today, he probably had a family as well. Friends, people who know him, who are going to miss him. And you're going to have to carry that weight.
God, you are terrible at this.
Listen, this is important. And yes, he's dead. And yes, he's here in the ground. And if you want, we can dig him up, and you can look him in the eyes and know that he's gone. But it's not going to change the fact that you killed him because you had to. If you hadn't done that, you wouldn't be here. Cass might not be here. He was threatening to hurt you, and you defended yourself. And that is not a bad thing. So yes, killing is harsh. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible weight to bear. But it's a thing that must be done sometimes. And everyone dies in the end.
You are the worst at this.
Yes.
Okay. I guess. You just kind of put some dirt over Mazhug. Don't tell Cass about this.
Don't worry.
Thank you, Tribute.
Don't worry, Kaz. If you don't like killing, you don't have to. It's probably best for people like you with soft hearts not to. Your talents lie elsewhere. You're good at making people happy. You're good at taking their mind off troubles like this. You need to keep Cass happy.
You're right. Okay. And he just kind of stands up and he just reaches in for a hug.
I'll take it.
All right.
And I know he's having a rough day.
Yeah.
We'll give him a hug.
Okay.
Aww.
And he'll just kind of walk back from this mass grave. With that, back Adela.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have just made a harrowing escape from the SS Keelanta, where you had seemingly found where all of Lady Anna's reserved men, where her ship, where her home is. As you are swimming away frantically, bolts are flying into the water. You're eventually far enough away from it that they stop. You're able to eventually find shore back at the back at Bayside Warf. You've been swimming kind of a straight sprint the whole time. And as you are coming to shore, you see Kaz and Tribute walking back to the rooms as you come back to the shore. And you also see her.
I'm just gonna keep walking to my room.
Okay.
I'm just gonna watch Adela go by. She's not gonna make a move to engage. I guess I'm not gonna either.
Kaz looks at Tribute and says, "She's freaking weird, man."
I don't think I could phrase that any better.
Yeah. Inside the bar, Addykin, you have been you've been playing some cards. Breeze, you have been observing. Is there anything more you wish to do?
It sounds like Addie's been winning or losing.
Do you want to play a game and find out? Just real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
Katie has been waiting for like weeks.
I have. I bring it every time.
Hoping
So-
someone will finally play.
Rules are simple. This is a tarot deck. Each card contains a number on top. Roman numerals. So I'm going to have them each pick a card for us. That way it's more less chance than strategy.
Okay.
Place it. There's going to be three cards.
Just have Sarah grab both.
3 cards.
3 cards. Yeah, all 3.
Okay. All right.
What is that?
It's my ready stance.
Okay.
I gotta
all right.
mix them
I
up.
feel like, or don't. It's fine.
So, how it works is, like, say this is this way. You flip it to look at you, and you can flip it any way you want. You can flip it this way, or you can flip it
to
this
determine whether it's right side up or upside
yes.
down.
And then if it's right side up, points go to you. If it's the other way, points go to me.
Okay, the direction in which the card is faced.
Yeah. Whichever way you pick it up.
Okay. All right. So I will go. Okay. All right.
So, shuffle, pick 3 cards, set them down. And don't let me see.
I can't shuffle a deck this tiny, so.
Yeah. I'm gonna Darby this shit. Put a piece of chocolate underneath.
So I'm putting them like horizontal between you.
Yeah, you could set them this way. That way it's like between us. And
Put
we
them
can
like
roll.
put them like this.
Oh, okay. That works too. Alright, so I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay.
Alright.
1 point goes to you.
No, 1 point goes to you. You picked it up facing you.
Wait. Oh, okay. It's
So-
right side up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay.
So, like, if you had turned it and it was like this,
Okay.
then it would have been me.
Okay. All right. 1 point to me.
Oh, okay.
7 points to me.
Yes.
And all points to me.
Then you won.
Okay.
Now, the other rules about this that I didn't go to explain just because I would have explained them if they popped up. If you get the Fool, you immediately lose. If
Okay.
it's facing you. If facing me, I immediately lose.
Okay. Let's reshuffle. Is there
okay.
any other rules?
Should I shuffle these so that more of them face different
When you guys were playing this in the bar, was there money on the table?
Yes.
So
How much?
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a quick game.
Okay.
So take the deck, and you're gonna have to do it like side to like here.
Okay. I got it.
Okay.
I'm the gambler for a reason. What?
So I posted something in the group chat about, like, man, why would you ever ask the Vengeance Paladin for advice about killing people? And Emily gave her response to what Cass should tell Kaz if he's upset, which is, sometimes they are really shitty people, and if no one else will take care of them, it's up to us.
Now,
Thank God he went to trivia.
You thought I was bad.
to make it a little more fair, if you want to pick a card, and then I could pick a card, Sarah could pick a card.
Okay.
Alright.
We'll do a 5 gold buy-in to start.
Okay, and then Sarah, you want to pick a card.
Alright, so we'll bet on every flip. 5 gold in now.
Okay.
So in this guy, he's going to be a grizzled-looking dwarf. He's got just 3 scratches right down the center of his face. His name is going to be Rocco.
Okay.
So 5 gold in.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be the buy-in for the first card. Next card is you can raise or ante.
Okay.
So 5 in, and I will go like this.
Wow. I immediately lose.
All right.
Nice.
So,
5 gold.
all right. He'll keep his 5 in.
Okay. So, my turn?
Yep. That's a lot of points to you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not going to bet on this one. He's going to keep it 5.
Okay.
So he is going to flip. That's a lot to you.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Wait. What happens with the devil?
Nothing. It's just more points. I get all the points.
All right.
So I get my 5
you
back.
get your 5 back.
Yeah?
So you see, Breeze, that it's actually been a pretty good game. Watching, it's been a pretty fair back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Gold is being exchanged, handed to and fro. That's pretty much as much as you're observing now.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna put.
You're gonna gamble with me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna walk
Good.
over. I'm gonna put. This has been like mostly copper getting passed.
Gold.
Gold.
Yeah. 5 gold.
The dwarf looks up. She says, 5 gold buy-in.
How much gold do I have?
I'll tell you what. I'll pay your buy-in if you let me shave your face.
You shave my face and
Shave your face, and I'll give you 5 gold pieces.
You shave my face and I'm gonna put your testicles in your beard.
Well, then don't play and fuck off.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Throw my 5 gold on the table.
Yes. Alright. So you pick your card. Alright.
Dwarf wants to pick one.
Okay. Alright. And I pick my card. So, you want to go first?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just flip.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that's good.
All right, now before you flip, you can raise or stay. It's up to you.
5 more
Anakin.
gold.
5 more gold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need gold. I'm gonna raise.
Raise? Okay.
All right, so you put 5 gold in.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Bold of you.
Alright, so I currently have more points. Less.
Now you can raise or stay.
Stay.
Okay. It's on you.
You lose.
This is a really simple game, you were right.
I
The
told
dwarf
you.
stands up and he slams his money down, slams his hand down on all of the gold, and slides it towards Anakin and says, "Offer still stands. 5 gold and I shave your face.
Offer still stands. You shave my face. Your testicles beat your beard.
And fuck off."
That still stands too.
I really want to fight him, but I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
It was a good game.
Your name?
Anakin.
Anakin. Where'd you get that jacket?
Oh. Something I picked up along the way.
It's nice.
He got the jacket because he's a part of Captain Ana's gang,
Oh,
who is now the Boiling Sea Gang,
the Boiling Sea Gang.
which is all of us. So
Just
fuck
all
off.
of you.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking for a gang to
Yeah?
provide my services to.
What kind of services?
Yeah.
You know,
What kind of services?
bardly services
Oh, thank God. Okay.
and others.
I could pitch it to Captain Ana for you. I'm pretty close.
Pretty close to the captain, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
We're going to see her right after we leave here.
Oh, I don't know about that
Mind
yet.
if I tag along?
Maybe. We'll see how the night goes.
We could always use an extra fresh set of meat.
Damn right.
Sounds like you're in.
That I am. Your name?
Rocco.
Rocco?
His modern life.
You going with that?
Yeah. And what's your name?
Don't worry about it.
Fresh meat is fine.
Did you pull that straight from my shirt?
Pretty much.
Okay, just checking.
So tomorrow?
Tonight.
Tonight.
You know, it is getting kind of late. I don't want to bother the captain too much. I might have you guys meet me tomorrow. The last thing you want is to piss off the captain.
She's right.
Trust me, I know. That's how I got this limp.
Mm. Roll a persuasion.
Damn.
With advantage because you're pretty much owning these guys.
Okay, thank goodness for advantage. Alright, yeah, I did better. So that's 6 plus 8 plus 2.
Enough.
16.
Yeah, it's enough. Where should I tell the boys to meet you at?
Alright, so when you leave Bayside Wharf, you go through the jungle and you head to the beach. Where did we shipwreck?
I don't know.
We're not leaving without you.
No. We're not leaving anywhere. We're gonna meet there. There's too many people. I'm not trying to pick up any more
Jungle's
Bardley.
Jungle's dangerous. Why don't we just meet outside where we met before?
Alright,
Real show of power.
we can do that.
I mean, we own Bayside Warf now, don't we?
Oh, hell yeah. And a big cheer.
Oh yeah. Crowd cheers.
Uh-huh.
So, we should just take these rooms. They're ours now anyways.
Do as you please.
You're leading us, right?
Oh, yeah.
The dwarf stands up and he says, "These rooms are ours tonight! Thanks to our good leader, Anakin!" And the bartender's like, "Whoa."
I'm
And he's
gonna
kind of looking around nervously.
It's how many silver per night usually?
Talk to him.
Gonna give him the
I'm gonna wait till it dies down a little.
It doesn't look like it's going to be dying down. It
Well,
looks
how much were we paying before for Mass Hug?
you'd have to go talk to him, as Mass Hug's not here anymore.
Well, I knew previously because we were staying in
Yeah,
the rooms.
it was
That's
like 2 silver.
Okay. I'm gonna slip him 5 gold.
Okay. For 17 people, he says he lets you know. Let's do a quick math. So at 5 silver each for 17 people.
Well, either way, he's taking what I'm paying him because I'm being nice.
I just want to make sure I get the right
Yeah,
amount.
no, I got you.
So it's 17 times 2.
35.
35?
No, 34, you're right.
34. So 34.
34 silver.
We 3.4 gold.
Okay. Yeah, so 3.4 gold.
Yeah, so 5 gold's plenty.
Okay. So
Enough for these rooms are ours. Trouble.
I'm gonna sleight of hand it so no one sees me pay for these rooms.
Roll-
We're totally taking
roll
these
with
rooms by
advantage. You'll just be against passive perception. Just roll with advantage. Just to see if you can just roll under this. It should be like impossible for you.
Alright, that is... Hold on, so plus 3, so that
Katie
is
is winning the crit fail chart.
12. 12.
Oh, that's a 19
and
phase, dude.
yeah, 24.
Okay, you got it. All right, so you just kind of give him the money, and he just throws a bunch of keys down, and you set them all up.
Yeah?
They're basically all going to be in a row with you.
Okay. I'm not sleeping there tonight. I am abandoning this ship.
I'm gonna, after things die down a little bit, I'm gonna go to the bartender and say, "Hey, can I just get a refund for my room? I don't think I'm gonna stay here tonight."
No refunds.
Sure.
What room were you in?
I'm behind handing my key. I don't remember what the number said on the key.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? Extenuating circumstances, and he gives you back your 3 silver.
I'm gonna give him the key.
Okay. What room are you staying in?
I'm going to actually try to sneak into Cass's room.
Don't
Okay.
do that, man. Cat's
I'm gonna
gotta cry
follow-
himself to sleep tonight.
I'm gonna
That's
Let him
fine.
have that.
Someone
Follow-
can hold him.
Anakin before she tries to sneak into her room, and I'm gonna try to talk to her alone.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. The rowdy party is pretty much going to take theirs and head towards the rooms.
So it's just me and Anakin now.
You're kind of walking amongst a group. It's not like you're surrounded by them, but you're following a line of people. They're just kind of drunkenly walking around. You kind of have privacy in a crowd right now.
All right. So what are you doing?
What do you mean?
Last time we see you, you say you're Anakin, and now you're running around with a bunch of people who are saying they're part of this gang?
Yeah. Fighting pirates made me an enemy of pirates. I don't like having big enemies like that, so I became a pirate. Long story short, roll with it.
I'm rolling with it, but I need to know where this is going. What's your end game?
Frankly, my end game is killing Capt Ana and taking over a pirate crew.
All right. Coup d'etat.
Hey.
Cool. You want me in on this?
Wouldn't hurt to have everybody, honestly, but I don't know if I could fit you all in. I'm rolling it pretty well,
Do you want
considering
me
I
to?
haven't encountered any actual pirates yet.
Do you want me to tell Tribute about this?
Yeah, she'll disapprove, but sure.
Have you seen Adela?
Not necessarily,
I
though.
haven't seen her since the.
Alright, now I'm gonna shimmy my ass through this window and go to sleep. Alright. Hey.
Video. It's you.
You like the way I say goodbye?
I'm just gonna shimmy my ass through this window. Just
All right, so you go back to the room where Kaz and Cass stay.
Mm-hmm.
As we've discussed in the past, the windows do not open.
Alright.
But if you check the door, it's open.
Okay.
just rub your butt all over the window anyway.
I'm gonna slip it through the door, take off the stupid patchwork leather armor, and just sigh. It's been such a long day.
When you open the door, Cass is asleep on the bed. But Kaz is on the floor. And when you open the door, it's not super bright out, but he can see. He sees the patchwork armor and the brown leather.
Mm-hmm.
And he sees you in it. And he stands up, and he looks at you, and he says, "Really?
Really what?
Is this a joke to you?" And he puts his hand on your chest, and he pushes you out of the room.
What?
And he closes the door behind him. You're wearing the clothes of the man who killed Mazhug.
It's clothes.
Do you know how Cass feels about this? Do you know she feels responsible for her death?
And the best thing to do about that is get revenge. And that's what I'm trying to do.
No. You're showing up dressed as the man who killed someone on her behalf because of her. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I was gonna take it off. I'm not getting naked in the
No. You can take the clothes off, but you can't take that off. What? This? Get out. Go.
Why? Why do you even care?
Because she's hurt in there. And you walking in like that is just rubbing what she did in her face.
She's asleep.
She'll know.
Oh,
I'll
really?
know. And I'll tell her. Get out. Never return. How bad that's gonna hurt her. She likes you. She trusts you. She took your side over mine. And you're showing up as the man who killed a friend. Someone who was nice enough to us. On her behalf. She feels responsible for this. Get out. You're not welcome here. Ever.
Okay.
Go.
I may not have muscle like her, and I can't sing shanties like you. This is how I help. So whether you fucking like it or not, this is how it's gonna continue. And I'm gonna walk away.
Alright.
Sarah just...
For two characters, it sounds like a beautiful night to sleep under the stars. Adela has returned to her room with a nugget of information. Tribute is going to be sleeping on the floor next to Lestel's bed.
As per usual.
Kaz just goes back into the room. You don't know what happens. And Breeze, where are you sleeping?
On the beach.
Okay.
That
Far
sounds
enough-
like that's where I'm gonna end up too.
Far enough away from the tide where I don't get swamped later.
Okay. We'll say you sleep a fair amount to the east, so you're away from the rooms. Anyone trying to find you would have to put the effort into finding you.
You might wake up with your face shaved.
I want to go my face shape.
Addy, do you want to join
man
him?
who's gonna do it?
To what?
Do you want to join him over in kind of that area?
Oh,
If you go west, then you're at the rec center. You're at the community center. If you go east, you just kind of follow the beach until the beach hits like rougher terrain in the jungle.
I'm gonna follow Kaz's advice from the first night. Sleep under the stars.
Okay. So we'll say you sleep a fair amount to the east.
Yeah.
If you looked for each other, you'd find each other. But,
I don't think we are.
no, I don't imagine as much.
I was gonna shimmy my ass through a window. He's not looking for me.
And everyone finds sleep. We will pick up the next morning.
It's been a long day.
It has been a very, very long day for everybody.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. If you have any questions or want to talk about your favorite part of the campaign so far, you can find us on Twitter at Quips and Crits or at Quips and Crits on Facebook. And make sure you rate and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to. But check out our Tumblr or Reddit for character profiles, maps, essays, and just a bunch of other shit from the... Ooh, I swore. And a bunch of other stuff from the cast. Today's music is brought to you by Leon Lischner and friends, and Dennis Murphy's Polka. Links in description.
My long white robe down by the riverside.